So Halloween ended. Good night.
I'm prepared for this podcast, gang. We got shit to talk about.
If you guys are watching this, there will be a lot of spoilers for Halloween Ends. We want to hear everybody in the comments, chats, and there will be pee breaks.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be toasted.
There's going to be a lot of alcohol during this.
Did you guys see that meme of Myers at the bar after Halloween Ends, like on the ground with a drink?
Oh my God!
Are y'all hearing a lot of playback? I hear a lot of echoing.
I don't know. Michael, talk.
How was that?
I hear a little bit, but it's not bad. It's just it's more reverb than echo.
You know what it was? My dumbass was watching it on my YouTube channel while we're doing this.
Oh, look at you! Look at Joe double fisting.
Oh no! I just X'd out. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
No, it's not you. I don't think any of our brains are in the right place today. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have been trying to forget. And then doing this podcast is forcing me to bring it all back like a terrible nightmare I never wanted to talk about.
You conquered your demons and they're coming back.
Oh, man. Well, let's address these demons, gang.
Before we get involved, this is the Collectors Podcast. Let's get it out of the way. Do you guys have anything new before we start the fireworks?
Quite the opposite. I have sold like 90% of everything I brought to that convention this weekend.
Good. That's not a bad thing.
That's nice.
Yes, I love selling stuff when it's trick-or-treat stuff that I can keep replenishing. It's when people come in the shop and buy the cool stuff trick-or-treat's cool, don't get me wrong. I'm saying where they come buy the rare Halloween.
The rare items. Right. Look, Dickhead's in the house and he wants to talk about Halloween ends.
Did you sell a lot of ends masks, Michael?
All of them.
Wow.
The masks are cool. And I had the worst day because these customers were coming up to me going, "Hey, did you see the new movie yet?" And the way they say it, I go, "Have you?" Because you could tell they haven't. And I was right every time. So these people are like, "Oh man!" And then there was this one, it was like a 20-year-old couple, and the guy's like, "Yeah, we are super pumped. We can't wait to go see it. We got tickets for later." And I'm sitting there going, "Enjoy, my friends, enjoy." And I'm sitting there going, I feel so dirty for not just fucking telling them to refund it before the shit starts. Not to spoil my opinion or anything, but I'll be honest with you. This show has integrity. So if anyone was thinking for 5 seconds or less that there was going to be somebody that's going to jump in there and say how great this shit is, I highly fucking doubt it.
Exactly.
We have too much integrity. And, that's the one thing. Because when you get... Oh, well, I don't want to jump ahead. I'm just hype.
So I didn't have much, so I'll do it. We'll just go, I guess, clockwise. Actually, anything good going on at the shop? Is anything Michael Horror and Pinball?
Yes. So much good.
Oh, hold on. What's new at Michael's Horror and Pinball?
What's new at Michael's Horror and Pinball is that we have very soon a wedding coming up. Mine with April, and a lot of people know Tony Moran is going to be doing the service. He's going to be the minister for the event. And potentially, I don't want to spoil it or ruin my chances or anything, but I'll go ahead and tell our pals on this podcast because you guys get inside track. But I was asked today if it would be okay if Dave Fair stayed at my house for a week so that he could come to the wedding and then go do a convention the following weekend.
Gonna be a lot of pot smoking in that house.
Whoa!
I'll have it ready. I'll have it ready. But yeah, so hopefully.
Are you serious?
Dead serious, man. Right after you took off, Angel came up to me and started talking to me about it.
Man.
I want footage of everything that goes on. It'll be like the MTV, fucking house, my house.
It's
all
gonna
the
look
fucking
like
roommates.
a damn rap video because we'll be in here. I got that junk in the trunk. It's back about
You gotta have a streaming camera somewhere just so we can check.
Oh yeah, I need 24-hour access to this.
Oh man, it would be the best time me or him ever had. I guarantee it, because we would have a blast. I know just how to hang out with people like that.
Oh,
But,
really?
And then
Really?
the good thing is too, got a phone call from Miss Eileen Dietz, and for those who are not familiar with who she is, she's the one in the original Exorcist movie that did the scenes that Linda Blair was too young to do. So, and then she's also the demon face, that white one that pops up in the corner every now and again to spook you. So she calls me, and she finds out there's going to be a wedding at the shop, and she's been looking for a reason to come out to the shop, and she loves San Antonio. So she worked it out, and we got her plane tickets, and she's going to be at the wedding.
Very cool.
Yep. So she's going to be there. We're at about 50-50 that Dave Fierce will be there. Obviously, Tony Moran will be there. And then the following day for the convention, we're going to – good one. We're going to have Cherie Curry from the the Runaways, the singer. And we're trying our best to get some performances out of some people, including Malicide, my band, will be performing that event. So hopefully we got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
Who?
Got a lot of shit going on, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun coming in the next couple of weeks. A lot of good footage too.
Malicide, motherfucker, what you mean?
Have I heard of them? Have I heard of them? Are they on Spotify? Are they?
They're that cool band with the singer with the huge wiener. Now, moving on. Oh man, but no, I had a great shipment come in from Trick or Treat, and it's like all gone. I ordered 2 cases of Terrifier 6 fail figures; those are gone. I ordered
those knives are cool. The knives were really cool, Michael.
Those disappeared. I got some of the Judith Myers bags still left. Yeah. So I'm holding on to a couple of those for you guys, whoever wants them. And then
extra channel. Halloween Ends was purely and simply terrible.
We're gonna get into that.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're just gonna get through what we got this week because everybody's got a lot to say, man.
Yeah, so there's a lot of news going on at Michael Torin Pinball, and we're going to be placing some huge orders here pretty soon with all the proceeds that came from this event this weekend.
Cool. It was a quiet week for me, which was good. I did get the Fangoria.
What's good, GK?
Oh, nice. That's cool, man.
So I did get the Fangoria in the mail.
All right.
GK is in the house, and oh shit, where is it? Hold on one second.
Big fella, the big fella.
The big fella.
Yeah, GK front row at the world premiere. That was pretty cool.
And you see GK this past weekend? He saw
happy
Tom
to
Atkins,
add this. That is an original
Wallace
Yugoslavian H1 poster.
Holy shit!
Slavic?
Nokvestika.
Yugoslavia.
Nokvestika.
So
remember the Burbs? Klopek, is that Slavic? No.
So super psyched to get this. I want to find a place on the wall for this. So we're super psyched to get that. And that was it for this week. It's beautiful. It's
very nice.
Slow week, affordable week, which has been much needed.
Very, very nice.
My daughter, I don't really like to take my young children to the store because they want to buy everything, but they found this at the store, and of course, I threw it in the cart.
Super sexy. Damn.
And this is pretty nifty. These,
yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw it. People posted those, and I didn't find them anywhere. So.
Yeah, got it at the Myers store that we have here.
How fitting, but it's spelled differently.
Yes, Meijer.
Oh, you got Myers in Illinois?
Yeah, you probably know it from Michigan, probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
I never had this poster. I like this poster a lot.
That is a good poster. I do like that. I
got an original double-sided for a fairly good price.
Cool.
And you reminisced about better times when you saw that movie poster, didn't you?
I did. But you know what? The best thing I got, and I saw somebody rip up a few of them, were 11 by 17.
Nice.
And I saved them for good reason.
Very nice.
That's what I got.
What do you got, JoJo? Because everybody's chomping at the bit to talk about.
I know. I'll keep it quick. So in terms of collectibles, not much, but since we had the Queens and Kings, horror festival, whatever, I was able to get some photos from Deborah Voorhees, Scott Taylor Compton, Jim Winburn, and Mr. Michael Bailey Smith, and I'll show them real quickly. So we got one from. This is my first time actually getting a signature from Scout. See that? Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And then right over here,
Mr. Jim Winburn.
Mr. Winburn himself, who took the time to tell me me and MB like a 20-minute story about how he was really good friends with Deborah Hill, and it was an amazing thing just listening to him just tell us a story, and he was just nice old man.
I'm glad you got him, Joe, because as you probably know, he's getting up there in age.
He is he's delicate, man. He's a very delicate man.
Yeah, and of course he's going to be at a convention. He's going to be at the Monster Mania by me, but the weekend of my anniversary. Damn it.
Ooh, Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, man. That guy's awesome. And then I miss Deborah Voorhees, who me and Michael had a pretty interesting encounter with today, by the way.
I saw. You want to show that? I watched it. Do you want to show it on here? I can upload it.
That would be gnarly.
All right, give me a couple of minutes and I'll upload it.
She is an absolute babe and sweetheart.
Let's call it karma and poetic justice.
She backed Michael 100. You know how he has an affinity for Part 5, and he put me on the spot in front of her, man. He was
buddy.
He's like, I go around telling everybody Part 5 is the best movie, but what do you think, Joe? What are your favorite? What's your favorite? And she's looking at me right in my face, and I'm like, I'm gonna get your ass later, because I'm not gonna dog the movie right in front of the lady,
I thought you were gonna say, why don't you ask him what he talks about all the time?
Actually, you know what? Hold on one second. Michael, is it possible you could send it to me on the instant messenger?
We kept it very clean.
Shoot.
And,
I'll bounce out of here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just do it on your phone. It's easier for me to upload it then.
She wanted us to go tonight because they were doing a screening of 13 Fanboy, right, Michael? And,
yes, sir.
She wanted us to attend because her and what was the other young lady? I can't remember her name.
Judy Aronson.
Judy Aronson. They were going to do a Q&A after the movie. So they invited us to go, and she was really kind of pushing it, and I was like, man, I really wish we could. In the back of my mind, we knew we had the podcast, so we couldn't do it. But no, she was nothing but a sweetheart. She's a babe still, just lovely. She's a silver fox. She's great.
She's a dream.
I got a month of Peacock for the movie. It turns out that they have the Cowboys games on their score. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because it's NBC.
Yeah, the Cowboys fan, get out of here, dickhead. Get the hell out of here.
Ravenous Dogs waiting to get the
Joe,
carcass
just
of a
wait
movie.
until I take you to a club and Michael Irving and Emmett Smith pop in like they do at the club I go to. I'm going to do the same thing with them that I did with fucking Deborah Voorhees.
Are you seriously a fucking Cowboys fan? This whole time I've known you, you've never
I'm
said
not
that.
a regular sports fan, but if I had to root for
you like Kills.
it'd be America's team, buddy.
Bro, I fucking love you with everything, but how the fuck are we friends? You love fucking Cowboys, Part 5. What the fuck is this?
They've never America's team because America didn't vote on it. Everybody in Texas did.
Can I tell you, when I met Michael Irvin at a sports show, I had him sign my McFarlane figure, and he was eating Cheetos, right? And he just didn't even I was in the middle of him eating them, and he didn't even wash his hand napkins. He's like, here you go, buddy. He's like, wash your hands now.
Nice. Well, as you'll learn when you come to Texas, people in Texas don't really need to register. There's other states in the world. It's like its own country over here.
I thought the Houston Texans were the only Texas team. I was like, I didn't even know there was a team in Dallas.
That stings, Steve.
They're in Arlington.
Hey, I grew up a Giants fan, so it's polar opposites right there.
There's 5 tips on the star. That's how many fans they have.
Well, what do you guys? How you got now? There's so much to say about this movie, and everybody's chatting in the chat, which is good. Throw some questions. Well, that's what I'm saying. Whoever wants to start, or you want to do some type of a format where we're going to do some pros, and then there's plenty of cons. No
need for pros, my friend.
So whoever wants to start the conversation and how you want to go, just because it's going to give me a minute to upload the video, because I saw Michael sent it to me.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw in there that the last podcast, you asked us what we were expecting to see from the movie, and I said I don't want to see him like a fucking Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed during the movie, and he's a fucking Ninja Turtle. And I'll get back to that point. So who wants to go?
Well, and like we talked about with him and Corey fighting, that Benny Hill music, I heard it. That fight in there, that was the worst thing I've seen. That whole thing. But I understand if Michael's weak, but that's not what we were expecting. The way it was.
I've since watched it a few times, and I have a theory that would have made, basically, had they just kept it a Myers film and ended it and stuck the landing on this and finished the trilogy the way it was, I could have swallowed that whole Corey thing, because I was actually invested in it. It wasn't that bad if you were watching a different movie, because the Rowan Campbell did great. If it was, now this is where it would have fit in better as a Halloween anthology. Yeah. And the episode could have been him obsessed with Michael Myers, and within like a volume, or like an episode of that anthology where he was obsessed by Myers. See, when they said the whole copycat killer thing, I thought he was like obsessed. I didn't know it would be this whole bullshit where they locked eyes and they wanted to run on a fucking beach together and hug each other. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Pat, I could have appreciated if they had that whole opening segment with him babysitting, maybe or killed somehow. Maybe it took place that night, too, with all the chaos going on. Maybe
that would have made sense, sure.
And then do something different at the beginning. Because then people would be like, well, what's the point of that Corey character? And then you have him come in here. It's just having him become the main character in the end of a trilogy of this. When do you ever see that? It didn't make any sense.
Well, I think, because you know what? I was watching it, and I get back again, and it did really bring back vibes of Christine, which I love the movie Christine, and that could have very well been like one of the anthology episodes, like they did the Creep Show series on what is that on Shudder. So this could, if they did like a Halloween series, and they could have showed this as a standalone episode where this kid grows up, he's bullied, he lives in Haddonfield, and he wants to get vengeance, sort of like, Arnie Cunningham and Christine, and he gets upset, and he channels what Michael Myers was, and then turns into him. It would have kind of been a cool, psychological thriller.
Well, it sounds a lot like Halloween 3, the way everybody's saying. It could have been a good movie, but Halloween, not so much. That seems to be a theme here.
Yeah.
They're transitioning to the next phase of what evil can, turn into. That's what this was about to me. I think they used this movie to give insight as to what are the possibilities moving forward. It's exactly like, to your point, it's like all this was a launching pad for other stuff to come out. That's all this was. This wasn't an ending to shit. This was just the beginning of other shit. That's what
well,
this
not necessarily.
was.
They wanted to close this trilogy because it was it. They weren't going to do anything more. And Jamie Lee Curtis is out, so and I'm kind of glad, because if I have to see one more social commentary stuck into a Halloween movie, I'm gonna fucking barf.
It got political. That was one of the problems.
It's the reason why I don't follow her on Instagram anymore. I can't fucking stomach her.
GK, good note. I agree 100%, my friend.
Yeah.
And wasn't anybody surprised?
Absolutely. 2018 was hands down the best of the three.
Yeah, they got worse as it went on.
Yeah.
I think what we're seeing here. Weren't you guys surprised the cemetery lady was still alive? What was her name? Sandra?
Yeah. You got a fluorescent bulb into your neck and you're still fucking alive? You're bleeding out?
Her and Hawkins are like 9 lives.
Seriously. Okay.
You got Officer Hawkins. You got fucking Kyle Richards that played Lindsay. You got Allison, and you've got Jamie Lee Curtis, and you got Michael Myers, right? Well, not including Michael Myers, but those are like the 4 characters that I was kind of like, I thought for sure they're definitely going to kill Kyle Richards for sure going into this movie. I thought that, and then I thought that there was a 50-50 chance they might kill Allison, and if they do, it's going to be fucking rad as hell. And then maybe they kill this person, maybe Officer Hawkins, maybe Jamie Lee Curtis dies with Michael Myers at the same time in some kind of poetic, romantic way. But in the end, when I did the math, they officially killed -1 fucking characters that are important other than Michael Myers. -1. They brought back the chick from fucking Halloween Kills.
Yeah, Kyle Richards had nothing in this film at all. It just besides being a barmaid.
Barmaid, yes. She was just, same thing, fan service, like the most of them were in Kills. But Steve's writing a novel over here, so I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very good point, my friend. That is the bottom line. That was infuriating.
And I think a lot of people would think that we all probably had issues with the way it ended. Actually, the ending of it was the least of the problems. What happened to him? I was like, that wasn't my problem with it at all.
No, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was a little cringy, that whole ceremonial friggin'.
Oh, that part. But the way he died, I guess.
And Edna on the roof of the car. I was like,
Yeah, and James
did shit.
I thought they would have just took him out back and threw gasoline on him and lit him up. I could have, but the whole procession, the whole town's leading it, and then the most useless character / sheriff in the planet, Sheriff Barker, at the last minute, just decides to pop on all of a sudden. It's like, where you been all fucking night, jackass? Worst sheriff ever.
Doesn't he? It's a good thing at times has elapsed, because you'd never believe it was the same fucking night. He looks like 100 pounds heavier.
Have you guys read any of the alternate endings? Like, I don't know if we watched the movie, the one guy on that podcast explained the one alternate ending where they took Michael with his mask and burned him at the funeral home, and the evil actually got to Lori, and Allison comes the next day back to the house, and Lori was about ready to strangle and kill her, and then she was able to control the evil and tell her to leave, go away, I don't want to see it. And that shows Allison just leaving. That's how it ended, supposedly. And
like Steve's talking about H Kills, my H Kills. If you take out the middle of H Kills, that's good. It's a good movie. I just have a problem with the hospital scene. You could have had some of the hospital scene there where they go, because Laurie's got to get healed. That all could have been there, but the whole PC social bullshit about, picking the wrong person and the mom mentality. Yeah, because Michael Myers is this big guy who's going around fucking people up, and this short little fucking Danny DeVito troll is Michael Myers, and you can't figure it out. And they're like, well, wait, how do you know, Laurie? He's always got a mask on. Well, because this guy's he looks like a belly, so fat, small, and pudgy. The other guy's tall and menacing. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
That would have been a lot better had the movie been better. But when he came in, it just made it a little more ridiculous to me that he says, see anything you like or whatever. I just thought, man, okay, the comedy is there.
Oh, Nick Castle?
Done anything?
I laughed though. I did laugh. That was good comic relief when I saw it. I was like, oh man, freaking Nick Castle just freaking moved. He just flashed me.
I like Dave's point right here. What he put on there.
What he put on? Let's see here.
It was the movie that now she's all peace, love, and forgiveness. Yeah, it was just such a left turn in every department, man.
Well, that was one of my problems too. Like she was all like, happy homemaker. Let's bake a pie. Let's knit. Let's throw daisies and peace, love. Peace and love, people. Peace and love.
Oh God.
But meanwhile, she was like this Rambo chick. She just had her daughter killed. Granted, it's 4 years later, but somebody killed my daughter 4 years later. I wouldn't be baking fucking pies and making jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, shit.
Especially didn't find the fucking bastard. So that I didn't understand.
Yeah, I was expecting like some Bonnie and Clyde action with Corey and Andy Matichak. I thought they were going to kind of go on a killing spree together or something like that. Like, I thought that, he was evil and that she was going to kind of say like, hey, that's kind of like in my blood, in my veins. And you know what I mean? Like... I thought they were gonna go do some shit together. I thought, but
what popped in my head is the scene where they wake up in bed together after they did the deed, and I was just like, for some reason, Matthew Little popped in my head. Look, you're not a virgin anymore. You did it. Now you gotta die.
Now you gotta die. That's right.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. I don't know.
My brother had texted me. He's like, "Wouldn't it have been something if that was the wrong Myers? Did she grind it up? He just had like a lot of makeup on him." Somebody else.
I saw a photo of what's his name, James Courtney without the mask on. He looked like the grandma from Kingpin. Remember, he comes in to kiss the grandma. She had like the underbeard.
Oh yeah, and the hair just
Yes.
He pulled the hair.
Last scene when they're panning through Laurie's house. Instead, you can hear her breathing through a mask. Oh, really? I've watched it a few times.
Maybe when they're showing all the scenes, like where
everything happened. Because they do show her office, and you can see the mask on the table. So maybe you have to go back. I knew it was silent. All those scenes, with in the vein of H1, but I didn't realize I have to go back and turn that up. 10
Yeah, I'm
Well,
surprised
these
you
are
didn't hear too
smart
much about
enough
why she
people.
kept it.
These are smart enough people to make 2018, which was a phenomenally written movie. If this is like a big joke and they've got something in the wings ready to explain it all, and it wasn't Michael Myers, dude,
No.
my hat's off to him. I
Did
pray that's the case. I
Did you
pray
see on the collectors group? Somebody somebody posted there is somebody started a petition on change.org to have to have a new movie made.
Are you serious?
I'm not bullshit. Go on the collectors group. It's on there. Somebody posted on there. Sign a petition to have them make a real third movie.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
I haven't seen so many reported offenses in my life, Pat, in the group.
Dude, I've been busy all weekend. I put a thing up. I said, guys, let's just be civil. Let's not have any explosions into the week. And by day 2, I'm like, I'm out. I was babysitting all fucking day. I'm like, no, I'm done. I had people fucking yell.
I've never
People yelling at me.
People have their war cries. One
Yeah,
of their
like
own has been butchered.
People are freaking yelling at me for taking, like, they're getting all in my face on Instant Messenger because I took their comment down. I'm like, dude, you act like I just fucking kicked your mother in the shins. It's a fucking comment. Relax.
I have never
You
seen
leave everything
I've
up,
never
man.
seen
These people have
more-
suffered, bro.
Yeah, I've never seen that many comments in regards to a movie before. I think everybody's on the bandwagon now, and everybody feels, it's all about that cancel culture, and their voice needs to be heard and all that type of shit. And I'm just like, dude, just have your opinion, but you don't got to let everybody fucking know, and that's the end all be all opinion.
Oh, it's just all fighting with each other. It's like, come on. This is to me was probably the worst thing I had to watch.
Joe?
GK hit it. Corey wrestling Michael for his mask. Worst thing.
Me and Joe went. He bought the tickets. He invited me and my family. I greatly appreciate that a lot. We love hanging out with him and his family. But that scene right there, I pinky promise you, had you not bought the tickets, I would have left right fucking there.
No, dude.
That is the number one thought that crossed my mind is how rude it would be if I leave and you bought the fucking tickets. Otherwise, I would have. And thank you, because I was thinking about it, and I'm like, as much as I'd love to say more, because Joe will tell you, at the end of the movie, a couple of people were confused and clapped for like 5 seconds because that's what you're supposed to do in a premiere. I booed. I stood up and booed loud and proud. I said, hell no.
What? So I gotta tell you, I thought you guys had already seen it, and you guys were still at the theater when I group messaged you guys all on the phone. That was like perfect timing. You guys were just all like,
yeah, you guys just came right out.
Bro, you got us right at the perfect time. Like,
I will say this, Steve. I did enjoy that comment. I thought it was funny as hell. The show your tits comment that Laurie said. Oh, yeah. I will say that aside from the direction they went in, the dialogue in this movie was 1,000 times better than Kills.
No positive. These motherfuckers need to pay. That's what pisses me off. I seriously was so offended in the moment because I've been telling everybody, you know what this movie's like to me? Because I used to have what was considered the largest collection of Halloween shit ever. And I have a store that has more Halloween shit than any other store on planet fucking Earth. And I have dedicated my life to this shit. I have dedicated so much of my time, my money. I mean, we're talking probably $400,000, $500,000 worth of shit, easy. And I have done so much and paid so much and traveled so far just to get a signature on my poster here, a signature on my poster there. I looked over at Joe when the credits started rolling, and I said, bro, I'm going to the shop tomorrow. I'm selling every fucking thing I have.
That's what you said. That was the first thing you said when you picked up
I'm selling every fucking thing I have. And I said, and you guys remember, we hopped on a video chat immediately when that movie was over. And you guys
like they just came out of the theater. They were walking out of the theater. Yeah.
You guys talked me off the ledge because I was without you guys, and I said this before, and at that moment, I'll say it right now, without you guys as my friends and my group, my support base for this whole concept, I would have fucking done something terrible and overreacting, no doubt. I was ready to write off Halloween 1, Halloween 4. I was ready to write it all off and just fucking be done with this whole thing because I want somebody to hear my fucking voice. Because I tell everybody, it's like having a girlfriend that keeps fucking cheating. I have been defending this bitch
after
for
chance.
so many fucking terrible moments. You cheated on me with H2O. You cheated on me with the Thorn bullshit in 5 and 6. You cheated on me with Halloween Resurrection. I am fucking sick of defending your fucking ass. I am so sick of it. And then I cannot / will not even begin to fucking defend a cocksucking second of this fucking abortion that they threw in my fucking face. It's like...
He feels like he had good sex, but he had to pay for it, is what he's saying.
Dude, I cannot defend this at all. These fuckers, like, it's like walking in and, okay, you've cheated on me 1,000 times and I've learned to forgive and forget. I love you. You're so near and dear to my heart. I don't know what life would be like without you. But my brother and my best friend at the same fucking time? Like, okay.
Joe, as I told Pat, I thought I was upset because they had Yingling on tap in the bar in the movie, and Yingling's not on tap in Illinois. It's a big deal here. We're gonna craft beer. I told Pat because Pat gets it all the time.
I get it, yeah, because Yingling's made in Pennsylvania. I get it all the time. And Yingling Oktoberfest, man. If you can find Yingling Oktoberfest, it's good shit.
That is funny, man. Now
that was my little big rip. Sorry, I'm trying to have fun here. Michael, I gotta get Michael. You okay over there?
No, I am. I'm not joking though. I wish I was.
You're
kidding.
Right.
I literally feel like it's like a pretty girl that just gets a fucking way with everything, and then you see the reviews. Oh, they're up to 43 million in the box office. Yeah, motherfucker. Not because it's a good ass movie, but because people want to see a fucking good ass movie. Go in and see it. I want to see the fucking, how much money do they make when people go again? Probably nothing. But they get to fucking brag. And Jamie Lee Curtis gets to sit there on a picture in front of a fucking queen piece from a fucking chess set. Acts like she's the queen of fucking horror because now they made another 43 million. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You know what? Who I feel really bad for, honestly, who I feel bad for are the people who are in the, you know, the business of making these movies, like the actors and the actresses and everything, because they act based on the direction of the writing and the director, right? So it's like you're part of something that people don't like, and you can't really give your honest opinion about it because that might affect your ability to find a job in the future, affect your ability to do certain things, and that kind of keeps a cap on your freaking opinion. That's who I feel bad for.
Well, that was like Kills.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall got slayed for Kills, and he's a great actor. I thought he was cast perfectly. But they handed him he was not the fucking problem. They said, this is what we want you to do. All right, well, that's what I'm going to do. It was shitty.
And that's kind of the bulk of my criticism of this entire film was not that the acting was shitty, it was the writing and the directing. It was the filmmakers who did this fucking an injustice, in my opinion.
Oh, no, I have nothing. Who's going to yell at the actors and actresses? They're just making a film.
They were lovely.
You know, it's like
Steve hit this on the head, though. The release of this movie has shown Halloween fans are definitely out there because, like, honestly, my wife will tell you she's still in the fucking hospital. I've been spending every day there, every moment of my fucking day. And my phone is, my wife's like, what is going on with your phone? I'm like, it's fucking been blowing up since Thursday because of all the shit that's going on in the group that I have to monitor like a bunch of babies. And everybody that did the Sun knows I'm a Halloween fan, so everybody's instant messaging me, sending me this, and I'm like, my phone has been going ballistic the last few days. So I agree. I mean, like I said, you know, many people fucking were IMing me when I was deleting their comments or telling them this. They're IMing me, fuck you, you're an asshole, who the fuck are you? I'm like, it's my group, dude. Go someplace else. Go to Halloween fans. That's where the assholes live.
Bro,
go over there.
You're the biggest.
Let me tell you where Rob Zombie is on these movies. He's sitting there in a lounge chair laughing his fucking ass off.
That was
because Rob Zombie's movies are way superior to this fucking abortion.
Steve loves them.
Sorry, my friend. We're all entitled to our opinions.
No, Michael, you're right. Because
that's it. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. I'm not going to yell at anybody, man. You could say this movie is fucking Oscar worthy. I don't agree, but I'm not going to be an asshole to you.
One of the common comments you saw was, I think people owe Rob Zombie an apology. I saw multiple spots.
You know, it makes you appreciate other things for what they really are. You know what I mean? And it's just a different perspective. That's all this film does is give you a different viewpoint. You know,
I'm telling you, any Halloween fans that haven't seen it yet, they still should watch it just to see what. I would not tell people not to watch it.
I told everybody go see it.
Go watch it.
Because there's the other side of this too. Because it is getting, destroyed in the media and among the Halloween fan base. Is like, well, here's the deal, guys. If you don't support it, when do you think you'll ever see another Halloween movie?
Right.
Yeah.
This is not about the fans. They don't give a fuck about the fans, dude. They give a shit about making money. They want asses in the seat. They know our asses are gonna be in the seat, so they could give a fuck less about us.
They're trying to get the other consumers that aren't Halloween fans.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at. That's why people get pissed about trailers, spoiling things. Everybody's like, well, they trying to rope people in. They got to show some of the good parts to rope somebody in that may not be all that interested in seeing a Halloween movie. They might say, shit, that looks cool. I'll go see it, because they know the friggin' bald fat guy in Pennsylvania with a room full of shit's going to be there either way.
Yeah. Yep.
Big Steve, I love you, brother.
And I had a bad taste in my mouth after that movie, and I went back and I watched Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. And it wiped the slate clean for me. It cleaned my palate. You know what I'm saying? That now it's back to normal, because you can't change the ones that you like. That's the best thing about it.
It made you feel better.
You can't change you can't. It doesn't affect, this movie does not affect the ones that you like and love. That's the beautiful thing about movies.
I agree with you. After the smoke settled, I agreed with you. But I'll be honest, man. That knee-jerk reaction. This stuff is so near and dear to me and you guys, and we've put hundreds of thousands of dollars into our collections, and we dedicate our time and our energy to podcasts and refereeing, Facebook pages and all these other things. And I got Halloween actors I paid to be on my album and my band's life, and we do all these things, and it's just absolutely devastating. The blast you get when you see. Let me remind you guys. I'm just going to say this out loud and pretend I said this 6 months ago. Michael Myers got beat up in a fist fight by a 21-year-old after he was shot like fucking a ton of times in the back, stabbed in the shoulder multiple times, and then fucking just stood up and beat the dog shit out of like 20 grown men and women, fucking beating him down with weapons and shooting him and all this shit. Now he gets his fucking ass handed to him by a 21-year-old punk ass kid that just goes in there to take his mask. Well, imagine I said that to you fucking 6 months ago. You would have laughed me off this podcast.
Well, you know why? Because it goes back. Their theory was, after I went and rewatched it, that he was battered, probably malnutritioned. He's been living in this friggin' cave all these years. And what did she say at the end of Kills? The more he kills, the more he transcends. So he's just sitting there rotting, so to speak. That's why they did the whole thing where he started to stab the friggin' the cop, who was one of the kids from the flashback scene.
That's right.
Mulaney.
That's right.
So, and you can see, remember him. This part I didn't agree with because, like I said, there was a few cringy things where he's stabbing him, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh!" Like he's recharging, and I'm like, "No!" I'm like, "Stop!
Yeah.
Stop! Don't, no!
Super Nintendo game."
I saw that, dude.
You got a 1-up.
I saw that, and I was like.
Speaking of Halloween 3, look at my tag.
I saw that.
That's good. I like
that. And that's truth. I'm telling you right now, I will never talk shit about Josh Hartnett and our fucking Halloween 3 ever again. Because, listen, that was another part. I almost started crying when I thought about this. Josh Hartnett, I have gone on and ranted and raved about his interview he did where he said, his agent said, my agent told me it was going to be a Halloween movie. I said, what is this, direct to DVD? I felt in my soul, and you can see the empty movie theater pictures left, right, up, and fucking down on Facebook or anywhere, any social media. He's fucking right. They made him right. If they did another movie, there's a good chance this shit would go fucking direct to DVD because they've lost so many fucking people. And I don't care who you are in your artistic world or your that kind of thing. You're a writer, you got an idea, you want to do this, you want to do that, you got a vision. You still owe it to your fans. I do music, I do this and that, I do metal. If I fucking started doing country, that would be me knowing I slapped my audience right in the fucking face. I would know that. Just like they have to fucking know before they even began that if you got a scene where this kid comes into the sewer and fucking hands Michael Myers his ass with no weapons, no nothing, knocks his ass out, steals his mask, you know, there is no shadow of a fucking doubt. You know you are slapping motherfuckers in the face. You fucking know it. And we're not talking about Metallica sold out with Load or Reload. And then, no, this ain't even close. This is like Metallica doing a goddamn country album. Pardon my French.
But Steve's comment, I get it. Like, you know, it's him transcending. But the whole shaking thing, to me, that's what I call cringy. Because as he's stabbing, he could have just stopped and he could have just been like there, like, and you can see him getting stronger as he's doing it. The whole shaking thing, to me, that's a little cringy. Just, you could see him as he's stabbing them because he was doing it, just that would fuel him. But the whole shaking thing, I was just like,
the first problem was for him not showing up 45 minutes into the movie. That was the first.
Yes, amen.
And then they turned into like tag team champions where they were going on together, killing each other. I was like, what?
Didn't you think the opening scene was hokey with them? Like they're just some random family talking about, you know, the Michael Myers and the legacy of Michael Myers. They're sitting there going, that's so hokey. I don't care if that would happen in real life. You don't have to do that on the screen. Like, you're the storytellers. Don't be the fans' perspective. Don't be the neighborhood's perspective on these things. You don't have to do that hokey shit.
Who loved them watching The Thing?
That was the best part of the movie.
I mean, obviously, it was a callback to the original because the original he was watching The Thing from another world.
Yes,
but at least they were showing John Carpenter's in this, so that was pretty cool.
Cunningham's the name in Christine, so you had the other Carpenter homage. So.
I loved that scene, and I looked over it, and I was like, yes, The Thing.
Yeah, but these little Easter eggs, isn't that what they call it, an Easter egg? These Easter eggs or whatever, they're not enough to start being nice.
No, they're not.
I was having flashbacks of Busta Rhymes with Dickhead's comments. Michael's kills were random. Michael's a killer shark.
Bro, Busta Rhymes. That was like the third cringiest moment in the fucking franchise to me, dude. And now he slaps him around. Michael Myers says, okay, this ain't worth my time, and walks away. Okay, well, now I can't believe I wish that was the worst thing that happened in this fucking movie. Because if you would have asked me about it before I saw Halloween Ends, if they would have said there's going to be a scene like Busta Rhymes in there, I'd be like,
and they did.
No way!
Steve, you're absolutely right because it just goes to show you people are not satisfied because I know Michael. No, especially in the Halloween world because the fans do get toxic in the franchise. But Michael successfully did avoid all the trailers and stuff. But had you watched all the stuff, they really did do a good job this time compared to last time.
Oh, absolutely.
They didn't really show too much. They showed some of the kills that they have to. Like I said, people can argue all they want. Go back and watch the original trailer for Halloween in '78. They showed kills in there too. They showed Bob getting killed. They showed the scene where the dim light just shows his face before she gets stabbed in the arm. They blew all that shit way back then. It's true.
I really hope, and it's with these 3 movies, they will do a big Ultimate Edition because, like this last one, there was more alternate takes and scenes in the trailers that weren't in this.
Dickhead apologized. He didn't mean to quote Busta.
Somebody had posted like stills of the images from
Did
the
you
trailer.
See it, Joe?
I saw that. And I was like, that's pretty fucking crazy that they would actually take the time to try to deceive you in such a way. Like, just give us something, but you don't have to try to trick us. you know, at the end of the day, the movie's gonna stand for what it is. Oh my god, I didn't.
Yeah, they did show a lot of alternate scenes in the trailer that weren't in the movie.
I think you were saying like Michael's gone away to rot. Probably because he's badly wounded, he can't continue on with everything. That's right. I think maybe Karen and Kills probably should have died in the street with everybody else because Michael still looked pretty damn good there. I think.
He was in top form. You're right. When he killed her, he was like.
Yeah, he was like standing there, like fucking. He was like he was like Lion King. He was like at the Lion King on the top of the mountain. Like I just fucked everything up, man.
Yeah, he should have. She maybe should have died there to where then I could understand him being even more. That's just me nitpicking.
Maybe the level of his energy, it was so amped up because he did just go on a fucking killing rage and killed all the motherfuckers, and it lasted him that like for 4 years. Like he had already gone from that height.
He was killing people over the 4 years because they did make a note of saying people disappearing. The missing girl was there, and the hobo the bum was in there saying, "Why did he let you live? How come you came out?" Because they all go in there and die.
And you know, I have a little theory. This is maybe way the fuck off, but for some reason I was thinking, what if the fucking bum was given some kind of like powers and like, you know, the evil shit, and he was fucking Michael Myers running around. He's the one who got thrown into the fucking grinder thing, the bum.
Here are the straws we have to grab that because if that was true with the fucking energy level, then how did he go from 78 to 2018? And then in 2018, he's strong as a motherfucker. He didn't kill anybody in fucking prison.
It's that old
talking about none of that shit. I think we're doing it. This is the thing, dude. I can't help but keep my fucking mouth open. I'm not the type that'll fucking just take it on the chin like this. And I feel like we're trying to figure out how to take it on the chin in a comfortable way. And these people will not get punished for what they did. I wish there was a fucking way we could just band together and say, okay, whether you thought it was better than I
sign a petition.
It was a bad play. Period. And when are we going to stand up and say, fuck these people?
Michael,
fuck them.
Wait. There was actually... I was trying to get...
At age 45, you can do it, right?
I was trying to get this in. There was actually a treatment, because I did look up a few things while they were making the movie. There was actually a scene that was supposed to be filmed, but they didn't, where Michael kills the hobo and takes his jacket, and he almost... That's why they were calling him like the new Hobo Myers. Because he was going to look like Rob Zombie's version. Because he was going to have... Because if you notice the jacket and everything, but they didn't film that scene. Instead, they had Corey kill him. I did read that somewhere.
Huh.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Interesting. I like that.
I wonder if he was trying to get possessed too because he wanted the mask too, right?
He wanted that mask. Maybe he's like, go in there, get that mask for me.
Hey, this reminds me. There is only one way I will ever watch this movie again, and it will take all of you agreeing to do it and participating. All three of you, Brett, fucking Patring, Joe, you guys have to agree to it, but there's only one way I'm going to watch this movie ever again.
I agree with you, Steve. Yeah.
And it's like this.
Oh, Rick.
We're going to fucking Mystery Science Theater this shit and fucking talk trash.
Whenever you guys want to start doing that, we'll start with 2018. We'll do all three.
Fuck 2018. There's nothing funny about it. That movie became Gone with the Wind when fucking Halloween Ends came out. Let's fucking just go to Halloween Ends. Let's watch it again. We'll put it in real time on YouTube. And we'll tell people where to line up so they can watch the movie with us. And then we'll fucking just lace into it.
As long as we can have the Benny Hill track in the fight, I'm fine.
We'll be ready for all that.
We need a fucking neuralizer in here to fucking on Michael just fucking do and erase his fucking memory of this movie.
Do that Men in Black shit on him.
Yeah, I wish that would be that'd be fucking great. I would love to erase my memory and try it again. But then I'd have to go through that fucking seeing my girl cheating on me with my best friend and my brother again.
Hey, Steve's a great guy.
No apology.
I like Steve's comments. Steve's a good guy and he likes this. And Michael Romano, good friend, great guy, saying how they like it too. So it's I think over time, Michael, no, it'll never happen. But people are going to appreciate this. And like I said, I did go back and watch. I watched it like 3 or 4 times this weekend. And there are things, I honestly think if it was a standalone film where they took the Corey element and made a movie about him, like where he was possessed by Michael Myers, I thought it would have been a great movie. Because this Rowan Campbell guy, I think he did a great job as an actor.
He did.
Yeah,
He did fucking fantastic.
And I guess he's doing the Hardy Boys too.
I would have liked to have seen them pick up. See, what I would like to see is the treatment they had when they originally designed the trilogy, where all 3 movies were on one night.
Before
COVID happened, they abandoned that. So, okay, well, what were you going to do on that 3rd movie? That I'd like to see, because it was supposed to be on the same night. Now this had like 4 different writers. They had too much time to play in the sandbox and changed it around way too much. And while I think, my thing was when I heard, like I mentioned before, the copycat thing, I thought it was just going to be some kid obsessed with him. I didn't know it was going to be some fucking Batman and Robin shit. Yep. Where they're at the house with with Dr. Mathis. Call back to Halloween 2. Last time I go to a party at Stevie Mathis' house. And I guess he's a doctor now, and he's banging a hot nurse. That's why she got the job. And believe me, that kill was awesome. Remember when the lights came on, and he's sitting there stabbing his ass in the neck with the fucking corkscrew? I enjoyed all that. I thought it was pretty good. But I just thought he was going to do it. But then when Michael, actually before that, when he was holding down the cop and Michael was stabbing him, you know what went through my head? Throwing a chainsaw. Do your thing, cuz.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
I was watching it. I was like, no.
I really didn't mind him getting all the kids back in the junkyard, with the exception of the scene where he had the mask, he was holding it. I wish that they didn't have that part. They just had him killing all the other ones.
Well, that I think was for effect, so the dad knew it was his son.
It was his son. I don't even know, because I don't even think he called him dad, though, right? Now, well, that's a minor.
Yeah,
I don't know. For that guy. He was a sweetheart.
Oh, the mother was the mother was a loon.
Yeah, the lady was.
Don't tell her about the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That guy. The mother was like fucking. The mother was like Mrs. White from Carrie.
Oh, she got what she deserved.
What movie was he watching? I forgot. What was he watching in The Office? He was watching another homage, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't remember. What was he watching? Yeah, he had the headphones on. What was he? I thought he was watching like a Rambo movie or something.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway. One thing I did like, I was pleasantly excited when they're at that party in the bar, and they were blasting the Dead Kennedys Halloween.
Oh yes.
I was like, dude, fucking Dead Kennedys. I mean, a big Dead Kennedys fan. I was like, wow, at least the music was good.
One thing I didn't stand was the fucking love story. I didn't love how they spent so much time where she was like trying to, like she was like she related to him and she really wanted to.
She took him in too easily, I thought.
She was hypnotized, so to speak. That was the thing that Laurie was trying to say, like she was trying to save her. And my biggest thing, like I said, I've been busy, so I wasn't able to put anything together for this as far as like little fun intros. But one intro I wanted to get a screen grab from Grease 2. If you guys know where I'm going, do you guys ever see Grease 2? With Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's on the motorcycle. They're like, he's a cool rider. And they're riding on a bike. That's what I was thinking when they were on the thing. And I'm having Grease 2 flashbacks.
We're going to do it for our country.
No, a lot of people didn't like Andy in this. I didn't think Andy, there was nothing wrong with Andy. She's just the same as she was with the other two to me.
No, she's fine.
She was fine.
Her forehead just keeps getting bigger every time I see it.
5-head.
Yeah.
Michael looks like Ben Tramer mask with no hair. Maybe we can help him by running him over.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, the kills in this there was a few interesting ones, but yeah, the kills were. I mean, to me, my favorite one, if we had to go around, my favorite one was easily the friggin' DJ.
With the tongue on the record.
Oh, with the tongue and the record skipping, dude! I was laughing out loud. I was like, "That is cool."
Goofy.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, wait. You can't argue that. I mean, we love our Friday the 13th, and there was some goofy-ass fucking kills in the Friday the 13th franchise.
I knew he should have had a Bucky helmet on. That would have made you feel better.
No shit.
Which one was hokier than DJ's tongue being cut off and sitting on a record and throwing off the record needle? Which one?
How could you not like that?
Well, let's try
goofy.
this now. Let's try this.
Okay, so it's kind of like the Nick Castle cameo, like I was saying earlier. It's not that it was bad. It's just that the funny to fucking good ratio was next level fucking stupid.
Yeah.
if they didn't have the rights to fucking throw some comedy in there. They needed to do something right first, in my opinion.
Let's try to see if we can get out, in y'all's opinion, your favorite kill from the film.
No,
I think that'll kind of
you're not getting one from me. You're not getting a positive.
I'll give you my favorite kill. I'll give you my favorite kill is the nurse stab on the wall. That was
great homage. It was a good homage.
I loved it because of the homage factor. That's my favorite kill from.
I was a little upset that I personally would have waited till she was in the shower so we could have had a little bit, but they don't seem to show that in anything in this trilogy. So
I know.
I would say for shock value, the kid thing was quite shocking, but
when he bounced up, you saw that shit. You were like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" I mean, the only thing that sucks is you can't. In the synopsis that they released of the movie, they said that they could have easily said, you know, he had a traumatic experience while babysitting, but they clearly said that he was accused of a kid killing. So you knew the kid was going to die. You just didn't know how. But when he was kicking that door, I was like, oh, dude, he's going to, because they kept showing those stairs. I'm like, oh, he's going to go over those stairs. Easy. I had no idea it was going to be while the parents were there, though. That was fucked up. You see his ass bounce? I was like, oh.
And they helped it by the kid being a little bastard, too.
Oh, he was a little scumbag. I would have pushed his ass off a railing, too. He was a little scumbag.
But then, come on, the DJ one was, I just thought the effects were quite.
April, if you're out there and you're listening, I apologize because I'm going to have to break my 30 beer a day rule.
Oh, this is definitely more than 30. No, Mike J. Stone's true. He's like, look, sling Michael's throat, wrist, takes him out after he's been like done every which way under the sun, and this is what takes him out.
I shot him 6 times.
I shot him 6 times.
No, I just need to slit his throat, and that is it.
Did he even get brought up? Which I always thought you should be bringing up Loomis at least once. That's just a good homage to have.
You know what's kind of lame, gang?
It was nothing interesting.
We had the great Brandon Hardison on here, who was one of the cops in the flashback scenes, and he was in Halloween Ends. And when he told us he was in Halloween Ends, I got kind of excited because I'm like, they're gonna do some more flashback scenes.
That's what I thought too. Mm-hmm.
And when I didn't see. I didn't even get to the point in my brain where I'm like, hey, where's the flashback scenes? Because the whole time I was sitting there going, what the fuck are they doing? Like the whole time.
And you could see him when Will Patton gets to the house.
Throwing a fridge on him. Amen, GK. Throwing a fucking fridge on him like he's fucking one of those refrigerator raiders from the 80s or some shit.
Come
on, all those people showing up all together too so quick. That was
the flame to the mouth would have been really cool, but I get why they took it out. They took it out of focus because the girl underneath the freaking fence was watching it. That's why. Yeah. But it was cool.
How do you guys reckon they put together this whole like big motorcade? How do you figure they spread the? Let me ask you this: how did somebody spread the word that we've killed Michael Myers, that we're going to destroy his body in that time frame to get 100 fucking cars following up?
And the barricades. Remember the barricades?
Look, there's a carnival over here. There's a 3-ring circus going on over here. They're selling concessions over there.
They're not doing
parking for Michael's death this way.
You know what I was thinking? I thought that he was going to come alive one last time and grab Lori and take her in there with him.
I thought that too. I thought he was going to grab her, and they were both going to go. I thought that too.
And then like shock ending, and then the end.
Yep, I thought for sure that was going to happen. Yep.
No, we get to see her, living it on and finishing her book, whatever.
Let me ask you this: that's an interesting take. If going around the room, if they would have done that, where he just was alive enough to grab Lori and pull her in, would that have made it an okay movie to you guys?
I think because they had touted this as the end.
The end, it would have
been
a better ending.
Yes,
I think they both should have just died together, and it probably would have been better.
Yes,
Big Steve, I was close to tears multiple times.
No flashback or Loomis mention. Yeah, I know. I was a little annoyed. They could have really. They should have. They did tried to get so nostalgic with kills. This was the movie to get more nostalgic with. If you're telling me it's the end.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything positive.
Dude, I'm a bitch, dude. I was upset when he died. It was something that came over me. I was like, dude, I'm
his head
fucking
popped like a pumpkin.
50 years old, and like I took me back to watching Halloween for the first time, and I'm like, dude, he's fucking. I'm watching. Be granted, they cut his head off in H2O, but that was Dawson's Creek. So.
And shocked that he was gone. Yeah, I know.
I love the flashbacks from the original movie more than anything. Those are like they really stole a lot from the first movie, man, and put it in.
I didn't mind that when he had her by the throat and all that stuff was happening. I thought that part was cool.
Yeah. Bring everybody's attention to one thing, though. This is another thought that crossed my mind. Do you remember the late great, hats off to him, my friends, Mustafa Akkad, the guy who made all of this happen?
What did he say?
Mr. Halloween.
He had one rule when it came to a Halloween sequel. One rule.
Yep.
You don't get to kill Michael Myers. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about your empires being taken over by your sons, but that felt like a slap in the fucking face. Like he should not have done that. It was a brat move. That is something like an homage to. If it was me, not saying I'm right, everything's subjective, everything's opinion. But if my dad had created this empire for me, and he had one rule going through the whole fucking thing, and that was do not kill Michael Myers, I would absolutely respect that fucking rule.
I could address this because I've been following and reading a lot of things that I just never said because I was trying to, everybody was trying to keep it on the down low. I had a lot of things I read online and a lot of reliable sources is that Universal had a big hand in this and Malick was not happy. So this third movie, there's no love lost, meaning that they're done with Universal and Blumhouse. Like if they ever thought they would do a fourth, it's not going to happen because they were almost actually Sean Clark addressed it I think the other day that there were actually rumors that Malick wasn't even going to go to the premiere, but he was there.
Okay. That okay.
So from what I heard,
right. Shame on me for not doing my homework. Thank you. That's what I guess that's what the Halloween Collectors podcast is all about.
Because Sean brought that up on the thing with two heads the other day because he had said somebody brought up and he kind of didn't want to say things he knew about like well there was a lot of heavy-handed by Universal and Malick wasn't too happy, but then there were rumors that he wasn't going to go to the thing, and Sean's like I was there, he was there, so I'm sure because it probably would have looked bad on him if he didn't go. I heard they weren't happy. Yeah, I think she had more of a heavier hand in it than he did. Yeah. Believe it or not.
Once again, Patring, you guys are there to save me from myself.
Yeah,
I didn't do my research. Shame on me. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me feel honestly 80% better.
I'll tell you one thing that I kept thinking about is that we've all been down this road before. We've been to the point where we thought Michael Myers was dead. They killed him, and they've gone and retconned it, and he's been back. Numerous. Yeah. Mark my statement. I feel like that bum was wearing the fucking outfit, and that was the motherfucker that grinded up. That's
that'd be awesome.
That's my theory, and if it comes to be, then y'all heard.
That's a resurrection theory, and that shit better not be.
He killed Scott from the Goonies.
I just got to be sure.
In all fairness, you made a ridiculous claim the other week, and you said, "I just hope he doesn't turn into a Ninja Turtle," and minus a fucking colored bandana around his fucking eyes, you were fucking right. He was being trained by rats and
Dickhead knows Michael's going to come back because there's money to be made. If anybody thinks it's never going to come back, there's money to be made. They're going to go away for a little while. Next year's going to be the year of Friday the 13th.
Big Steve makes a good point. The only thing they can do is reboot from the beginning. And that's not a bad idea. That's
it's not.
What I thought would be great. The flashback scenes, let's just make a whole fucking movie. Because
I would do that.
Flashback scenes, they got their own way of fucking arresting him that night and ending that night. You could do some shit to get him up to being arrested and then put him in the jail and show him being incarcerated and fucking some shit up in there. Who knows? Like Rob Zombie did.
Babysitting scene should have ended kills and Karen's death should have been opened this film. Shock death to start a film like Scream. That's not a bad idea. I would have been on board for that.
Yeah.
I really feel that
That's a good call. Extra
That's a
Channel.
good. I like that. That's a good. That's a
And 10
definitely.
points for getting that name, Extra Channel. That's not easy to accomplish a name.
Oh, Steve, you don't have to even go there. Like I said, I haven't followed her. I had to stop following her Instagram page because I couldn't stomach her bullshit anymore. What video? What video do you have, GK? I have the whole video. Did I miss something?
GK was at the premiere. Y'all know that, right? He was there.
Yeah, he was there.
In his
Yeah.
yellow shirt.
He was there.
The gangster.
Bro, GK.
My man GK. That's gangster status right
And
there.
here, and Dickhead's true. Now, how are we going to get excited for what they're going to do to The Exorcist?
Oh, I know. He's got the best point. That's my brother. And
The
he
effects
told
will
me
be
that
on
very
point.
thing. And he's so
the-
Yeah,
right.
Christopher Nelson's there.
Chris Nelson's doing the effects, so I don't think we're going to have a problem there. But he didn't write the movie, so
I'm scared.
That's true. But yes, how are we supposed to be pumped about them taking over The Exorcist when they just demolished Halloween?
and they have a 3-picture deal with The Exorcist, as far as I heard too, just like Halloween. Because
gotta
of
hope
the
they'll
success
be
of
at
Halloween, they gave him a
8:45.
3-picture deal.
You gotta hope they're at H45 so you can talk to them.
I hope Exorcist remakes don't suffer because of the Halloween fucking fate. Because
No, I hope they do good. I'll go see it. I'm not
gotta
going to
give it a
lie. I'm
chance.
going to go.
I
Sure.
hope they all do good. At the end of the day, we are slasher horror fans, and we want more Jason. We want shit to complain about. We want shit to fucking be happy about, be excited about the anticipation of new movies. We want new Halloweens. We want shit to bitch about. We've been bitching about shit since Halloween 3. Everybody's got an opinion on these terrible movies. This is no different. It's just a modern day version. We want more Freddy, more Jason, Michael Myers, fucking Chucky, Scream, fucking. I want a Trick or Treat sequel to Sammy Kerr.
I think that's happening. Oh, well, yeah.
I would mind that.
The anthology
we
Trick or
want
Treat
this
finally
stuff.
happening. A sequel to
Keep
that.
it coming, but don't
Yeah.
don't kill them off and ruin it for everybody.
Yeah,
Just keep.
I would be happy with a nice Halloween break. As much as I love my Halloweens, I don't need one every year, because if you get one every year, it spoils it for me.
Yeah, it gets
Give us one
watered
every
down.
single year.
No, this is what you get. This is what you get if you get one every year.
Now that the legal battles with Friday the 13th are done, they got to green light that. Get going.
Yeah, I'm on board for Freddy.
I never thought that I would hate a movie more than Friday 5, but yeah, and we found that movie.
Hey,
Bitch, he is doing that. You got that video queued up?
I got it queued up. You guys,
For this motherfucker, justice.
everybody just take a breather from Halloween. So, Michael, you want to set the stage, and I got the video uploaded.
We got to see the greatest woman and greatest pair of woman in all horror history.
I
Miss
feel like
Deborah Voorhees from
do you
Friday the
have your-
13th Part 5.
Do you have
And
your
let me
sign-
tell you something about Mike. No matter whether you like me, love me, hate me, disagree, agree, I am not going to keep my mouth shut. It's a curse I've had since the beginning of time. It's made me successful. I'm never going to change it. So when Joe and I, this evening, went to meet the great Deborah Voorhees, I said, Friday the 13th Part 5 is my second favorite horror movie of all fucking time. I love it. It's the best Friday the 13th ever. I don't care what anyone says. Now ask Joe what he thinks. And she did. And Joe's like, oh, it's a good movie. Oh, I don't know. And I said, yeah, tell her all about it. And I said, long story short, anybody who doesn't think Friday the 13th Part 5 is the best movie, fuck them. Just because, I don't mean that. But in front of Deborah Voorhees, I absolutely mean that.
I
And
feel
hopefully
like you
we
need
can
the
get that
melted chocolate bar in your hand as you're talking.
Dude, I knelt before
Yeah.
her. I knelt before her.
He
I
did.
Was like, I was looking up. I had one of the
He
best views in the
knelt
house.
down
It was so cool.
Knees. We got Joe to his knees.
She put her hands, she put her dukes up. Like she's like, oh yeah, you got something to say. She went like this,
She
right?
got
Wow.
I went like this.
Well, hold on, guys. Let's watch it. Hold on.
Oh no.
So this is from the Kings and Queens of Horror Convention San Antonio. It's Michael, Big Joe, and Debbie Sue.
Get that mask, Michael. The one you got in the photo. Remember?
Oh, it's in the car.
So we'll watch this, and we'll be right back.
Friday the 13th Part 5 is your favorite Friday. I think you did like
ninja Dexter.
Okay, show me no.
Like this? This is so goofy. Snap it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that was that. Yes, that was really good though. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was good. Yeah. That was awesome. Oh.
Hey, are you guys? Big dog. Okay, time out.
All right, hold on a second. I was looking to see if there was a way to flip it, but there
No, it's not
isn't.
that. It's not that.
Rule of thumb, guys. Just hold on one second. Whenever you guys are filming, always hold your camera horizontal.
That was the wrong video, homie. I just sent you the right video. That was the wrong one. You have to forgive
Because
me.
what happens if you start this way and you go horizontal, you can never flip it back when somebody sends it.
She had told me
startled.
when I started. She said flip the camera, but I had already fucked up. That was my
That's
fault.
true, but I was startled. I sent you the wrong video because I was ready, anticipating the
No problem.
Halloween.
Send it to me. Spider Master. I like that. What's up, dude?
I just sent you the right one.
Oh, you sent it?
guys-
Okay.
Did you guys bring up that she's been in our top list of certain reasons? I'm sure that wasn't brought up.
Yes, I did.
He did.
Did you-
And all she could say was, I hope you guys come to our Q&A tonight. I really hope to see you again.
Did you say I have a chubby friend in Pennsylvania that's obsessed with your boobs?
I didn't mean to. She could probably look down and see I was doing okay myself.
No,
Yeah,
not
the
a
other video's
what?
got Joe in it, right?
Hold on a second. I got to get out of bed.
I honestly, I had met her yesterday. Talked
I didn't
to
see
her
it, Michael. I didn't get
today,
anything. So
and she was to kind of put it into perspective for me. She was the best that you could hope for. You know, she wasn't snobby. She was happy to be there, and she just had a smile that could light up a room. Like it was, she still had her touch. Man,
Yes.
she was beautiful.
GK, yeah, we need a break from some merchandise and stuff because, man, I'm going broke, big
Yes.
time.
Yes, it's causing.
And here's Steve Green's love for part 5. Hold on a second. Are you sending me more than one video?
Yeah, I sent it again just to make sure, but it's the same
Okay.
video.
Love you,
One
Steve.
second.
Love you, man.
That Jason mask from 5 with the blue markings is awesome, dude. I love that.
It is. I need to grab that thing, but
He got a mask signed by her. It's really cool.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes, yeah, he got it.
everything. And she said, "Where should I put the signature?" I said, "Put it right on the fucking forehead. I'm not letting any other motherfucker sign this thing." She's like, "When you see Dick Wayne, you better tell him." She was the queen. I loved her so. She's the best. She is literally the coolest person in the world to meet.
Was that the
All right,
first
it's
time you met
upload.
her?
Give me a minute.
Yeah,
No.
it was mine.
Oh,
It was
you've
my
met her
first
before.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
They need to have a gigantic Friday the 13th like convention, like they do with like the Halloween one. I know they've done
Hey,
it.
man, that could be our shit. That could be our shit. You know, next year, October 13th is a Friday.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because
Work
13 was
with
a
my
Thursday.
partner on this and fucking make this a bigger deal because I got a partner. We're fucking making conventions happen. We're doing these things. I might just fucking petition him to make it a big fucking deal.
All right, here's the correct video if you're ready for it.
The correct video.
Thanks
so
for
this
doing
is-
this, Pat. Thanks for
No,
doing this, man.
no problem. Here we go.
Can knock him out. All right, knock him out.
Yeah, I can go like this. Like,
Oh, don't back up. You're on the. We'll do it for the podcast, so it'll show it right on there. Yeah, beat his ass. This is what happens when Friday the 13th Part 5 is not your favorite one.
to me. Wait, like I'm walking out.
You have to flip it,
Flip it like
just
that.
right before it gets to you.
Okay.
Hit me. Now, right when you feel my hand over here. Go.
Bust his ass.
I got all this cushion. Going on.
Ms. Voorhees, would you tell the podcast that Part 5 is by a long shot the best Friday the 13th?
Part 5 is the best.
Amen.
Absolutely, 1,000% the best.
The best.
That is cheating.
And they have heard me say it 95,000 times. And now,
he's right.
as
This man
amen.
knows his shit.
That's right.
No.
Thank you very much.
You got the seal of approval. That is not.
Fucking bullshit, man.
If I would have known you were going to do this, I would have said, can you do me a favor? Just tell my friend Pat, fuck me. Oh, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
I would be like, guys, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course. Couple minutes. Take your time. Nah, it's
He will be at my shop in no time. I promise
Oh,
you.
that was.
invite you to the wedding, dude. Bring invite you to the wedding.
He's trying to get her to go. He's trying.
Maybe
I'd
easier
love
than you think.
Yeah.
She is a queen. I love
There's no
her.
evil. Well, no. See, this is it. There's no evil transference in Friday the 13th Part 5. That's where I thought this was going, this movie, where I thought he was going to be obsessed with him, not that whole transfer nonsense.
I got a spoiler alert for you as I just got a text. That is my brother texting.
Which brother? Which one person?
My older brother. Extra channel.
Oh, extra channel.
Really?
Oh,
That's
nice.
Awesome. Nice to have
Awesome.
you, my friend.
Yes, he's made his debut.
Look at
There
that.
you
He's in the
go.
chat.
Oh, but that's the best thing about older brothers is that he's gonna give you shit right after this is done. That's the best thing.
No, he'll be fine.
That's
he's
awesome.
responsible for me watching these films at first.
Oh, that's cool. Well, thank
If I can
you.
call
Thank you,
you
buddy.
EC, if I can just call you EC, extra channel. EC, you're damn right, brother. Amen, my friend. There is
Now, hold
no
on. Now, hold on.
transference in F13 PT5.
I
Cheers,
really
homie.
want to get this out
Cheers.
because this is what we do, right? We rate
Hey, you
movies.
can't talk. You got
Hold
your
on.
ass beat by a
You're
female
right.
on your own podcast.
You're right, and I loved every second.
What you
of it.
get?
But before to put a little icing on the cake, we go through and we rank movies that we we do little reviews and whatnot. So let's review ends. If we give it a score on scale of 0 to 10, let's give it an official grading. That's what I think we need to get that out the way.
Are you sure we got to stick to the parameter of 0 to 10?
That would be respectful.
This is
That would be
gonna cause
respectable.
controversy here. I can
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who?
Are you sure we got to start 0?
Yeah, I can go first. Based on what it was, based on this is the third movie. in the
Wow.
trilogy.
I love you, Joe, and I'm dead serious. I love you, man. You are one of my
Don't
best friends in
disappoint
this fucking world.
He's beating me to
I
the
am
punch.
going.
What he's
I
doing.
already know you, you motherfucker. I am going to cover my fucking ears and everybody, so I know it's over. Shake your head, so I can take my bugs.
He's doing a Michael Corleone, Fredo. You're my brother. I love you.
Fredo.
Here, this
But
is
you're trying to
where
get the
we
family.
Don't
We
ever
got
go against the
fingers now,
family
we can
again,
tell
Fredo.
them how
Don't
many.
ever go against Fredo. Don't ever go against family. No, based on what we saw, I've only seen the film one time, right? So this review is based on my one viewing of the film. I'm going to watch it more times. Maybe my opinion will change down the line, but as of now, as we stand, it's gonna be hard for me to give it anything over a 5. So I have to give it a 3. A 3 on a score out of 10. And I think this is the lowest score of a movie I've given up until this point, I believe. So 3. I'm giving it a 3, guys and girls. I apologize.
Did I just see you give a 3?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, isn't that all you have to give usually is a 3? That's it.
Well, no, it's 3 inches from the ground.
I love it. I love you, bro. That's the best comeback you could have come up with. I love it.
That's right.
All right.
Who wants to go next?
I'm queuing something up. So if Brett wants to go.
I'm also doing my math here. I'm trying to divide it up in an appropriate way.
He's trying to figure out if he's going absolute value, if you remember your mathematics in school. Is he going to go absolute value or true value with negative numbers?
I was never good at math.
Let me tell you something. I'll go absolute value just so people will respect what I'm saying. If I say something negative, then it's just going to be fucking, what's called. But I'll tell you this. If I was to give this thing any positivity, which I'm not, it's not the movie that gets positivity. It's me and my excitement towards a new sequel. And that makes me so happy for X amount of time just to know another fucking Michael Myers movie is coming. Based on that purely alone, I give this movie a 0.5.
Fucking asshole, man.
Okay, I got it here. I was trying to rate it based on like the Olympics or whatever.
Baby, hold my earrings. I'm about to beat this so bad.
Okay.
Hey, a 0.5 for a movie that made a shitload of money. That's cool.
1 point for the mask.
Yeah, I know.
Mask is badass.
They're leaving all the way to the bank because they made us more than double its budget. So
You can see what fucking happened. Not because that movie was good, god damn it. You know better. How dare you? Joe, one more time. I love you, man. But you need to put up a signal or something when you're going to say stupid ass shit like that. It's like top of my ears.
Mike, you gave 0.5 for that. So what do you give Halloween 3 now? It was a 0 before.
Ooh.
You got to give it higher now.
Good question. Good question.
I would love to go back and review Halloween 3, and I'll tell you this. If I was to re-rate Halloween 3, I would give it a 4.
Hey!
Oh, hey.
Give it a 4.
Okay,
Awesome.
1 for each mask, and then Dick Warlock. Is that how we get the 4? Just guessing.
That's right. No, Dick Warlock's 3.5 of it. The other 0.5
Hey!
says Halloween on the title card.
Okay, well, I was going to tell you, the mask is badass. I give it 1 point. I thought it was a real good mask.
I did like the mask. Yeah.
The music is still good. Music is still good. I didn't mind the poster because the poster kind of coincides with the other two. And I get 1 point for the nonstop talk of Cherry Blossom, so I give it a 4.
Nice.
Michael's upset. I'm sorry.
Brett, you know I love
Hey,
you
remember, we're not those people. Everybody's entitled to their
too.
opinion.
Just because you're outside the country, bro, doesn't mean we don't have this bond and this love between the two of us, homie. But that is not how to get on the Christmas card list, homie. The fucking 4 for Halloween ends. Have you lost your goddamn mind?
So
You
the
know what? I
movie.
gave it a 3, but I also wanted to. I had to figure out an issue.
A 4. You gave the promo a 4. I heard you. That was all
cut that
promo.
promo.
To do with
I
the
cut that
movie.
wrestling promo. You know it.
It looks like
That's true.
the movie is at 41 million at the box office.
It's like Bobby Heenan said. It's better to be hated than ignored, and I think there is something to say about that.
All
It's
right.
better to be hated than ignored. So, Brett, I appreciate you keeping this alive, and Joe, thank you for keeping this alive. I'm just glad we have something to talk about, my friends.
Love you too.
Love you guys.
Is that
All
an
right, so-
apology? Is that an apology? I don't know.
I didn't.
This
Not-
this
not
right
in a
here
million
is
years.
this right here is the reason why it's losing a lot of points for me.
Uh oh.
See if it's not letting me show it, is it?
I could guess the time already. What spot it is?
Yeah, I thought I could show it, but I don't understand why it's not playing. Maybe. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Don't get dinged on it.
No, if we show it for a second, it shouldn't be a big deal. Hold on.
I will not watch.
Unless they have something so that you can't do it, they might. But I don't see why not, because it's playing on my screen. Maybe they won't let me do it. Those fucking bastards. So,
Hey.
yeah. It was the scene where Michael's getting his ass handed to him.
Did you have Benny Hill music, please?
Yeah, that's why I got to put Benny Hill music.
There was so much I wanted to do for this stream, and I had no time. I was like, fuck. So I guess it wouldn't let me do it. Internet bastards. Or is there? Wait, hold. You know what? Hold on a second.
I mean,
no, it wouldn't let me do it. I honestly, after rewatching it a few times, there's some redeeming value that what they tried to do was okay, but as a Halloween movie, I don't think it worked as a Halloween movie. It worked okay if it was like a psychological thriller where this kid was obsessed with Michael Myers. Like I said, if it was like in a series, like if they put it in the Creepshow series, or if they put it in the Chucky series, and this was a specific episode where this kid is, bullied and sort of like exactly what they stole from Christine, the Arnie Cunningham, where he finds this thing that makes him feel good about himself, and all of a sudden now he's kicking their ass. He's found something to empower him. That's basically exactly what happened here. In a Halloween movie, if you would have went in this direction at the beginning and tried to stretch it out and went somewhere, maybe, but is this what you do at the end? To me, that's where it missed. I did enjoy seeing, there were some cool parts in it, but I would give it, honestly, I think it's shot well.
Oh, no.
There's nothing wrong with it. You can't say the way the movie's shot is bad. I mean, come on.
Just keep going because he's gonna. You know what he's gonna just keep going.
Visually, listen to me. Listen to me. Visually, the movie is shot well.
Your first thing to stay positive before you give your review is the cameraman.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah, you got to give him credit. You got to give the cameraman credit. Come on. Look, who got a lot of credit for the original Halloween? The cameraman. Because the way he shot the fucking film, Dean Cundy, one of the greatest cinematographers ever.
Like us, we know that Ray Stella held the camera.
Panaglide.
That's for extra next level, extra point, motherfuckers. But people who don't know a fucking thing about camera work gave that movie a 10.
Yeah,
that was a heavy piece of camera on that Panaglide.
I think was so.
We know that. Nobody else does. Us, our followers, our people listening, we know this shit.
Well, and I especially like to remember that because it was used in Rocky, obviously, and Rocky's important to me. So
right.
They used it from Rocky in Halloween. So.
And there was never a terrible Rocky sequel. Never.
Some are better than others, right?
Some were better than others, but there was never a bad one.
I can appreciate 5 in spots.
I appreciate 5 in spots.
Steve's a fan. He loves it.
Oh, good job, Steve. Whoa.
Wow, Steve. Okay.
Yeah. Some people are liking it. And you know what? I have no problem with people's opinion. If you like it,
he said poop.
Hey, look what Steve said about Rocky 5.
He called me poop. How long have you been
Oh, that's funny.
God damn, I love it.
And you know what? You can hate me. What did you give it, Brad?
4.
I would honestly give it a 4.
Yeah.
Just for not as a movie as a whole. I would give it a 4 because there's things I do like. I think it was missed. There was missed opportunity. If they, like I said, know how you do it. From what I've heard, there's a fuck ton of additional footage they shot.
Okay, so if you were with
let me finish. There's a fuck ton of additional shit. Why not when they send it out, give us 2 cuts. Give us the Corey story and give us a Myers story. Because apparently there's a shit ton of they shot like almost 3 hours worth of footage for this from what I've heard.
Roy Dahm will do it, the guy that does the cuts.
Yes. If somebody does that, they might be able to separate enough to make a halfway decent film with Myers stuff in it.
Mike, also remember 4 is not a good score though. Yeah, we're just like those lower points are for very minor things.
Are you talking about Rocky?
What are you talking about? Which movie? What movie?
Your score. I got you.
The score. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Rocky 4 and Halloween 4 are amazing scores. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my lord! Oh God! Let's not. Oh God! Oh.
There's no easy way out.
Just about to.
There's no shortcut.
Some shit. I don't know.
This is not necessarily true. I think the way the lighting and the mood and everything was actually not bad in this film. But you got to remember, they're there to produce what they're told. Yeah. It's like the actor. We're giving props to Anthony Michael Hall because he read a script and he acted out what they told him to act out. And they told him to act out a shitty character.
You know,
it sounds like you sympathize for the crew. So at your job, are you a supervisor?
I work for myself. I have somebody above me, sure.
No, I'm saying like you sound like you sympathize for people below you in that way, because it sounds like you take the approach that the people who are given a task did a good job. And I will 100% agree with you on that. 150%. The lighting was great. The makeup by Chris Nelson is always on point.
Sure.
Like, that was great.
I enjoyed the score.
He was told he did a great job. So in that way, I agree with you 100%. I think that this rating system is you giving it that merit and me not paying attention to that part of it. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Well, you have to, yeah, because I mean, some movies are just complete train wrecks. I mean, if you wanted to talk about a way a film is shot and rate it, you could talk about my favorite movie of all time. Talk about Halloween and all the gaffes. We did a whole episode on how many fuck ups there were in that movie, and it's still my favorite movie of all time.
And to be honest, I think this looked the most like Haddonfield out of these three last movies.
It really did. That's what I said.
That's another positive point too.
Like Halloween Kills was a slasher film. It didn't feel like a Halloween night. This actually felt like a Halloween night. You had that vibe.
Your girl that cheated on you has a nice body. Who gives a fuck what this chick's body looks like when you walk in and see her fucking your best friend?
She had a good personality.
Or had a paper bag on her.
You know, for it being Jamie Lee's fucking swan song, if you look at it for that, you know, it giving her credit and the time she put in with the franchise, you can give this a higher rating. But if you look at it as a whole, you know, for me, it's not that much. But you know, I love Jamie Lee, and I hope that, you know, I wish her nothing but the best.
Oh, I miss her nothing but the best. You know, I love a lot of her movies, including her first as my favorite. Yeah. You know, but as she's gotten older, it's just like, you know, what she shoehorned into this trilogy was absolutely not necessary. Yeah. And and that to me is the low points of the three more than anything. Yeah. And to me, they escalated as the movies went on.
You know,
we keep forgetting. I'm sorry. The wig when they were fighting.
That's what I was saying.
That stunt double was just atrocious. That wig was trash and all that shit. I was like,
that was like if you Michael's a Kiss fan. That was like Ace Frehley's body double in Kiss Meets the Phantom. He was black.
He's not even.
Go back and watch it. He was black. He had like an afro, whatever. Like when they flash to it, he's standing there. He's like, no, what? One of them was black and one was Asian. You were like, who the fuck is that?
Hey y'all, we gotta go get this motherfucker.
Seriously, go watch Kiss Meets the Phantom and Ace Frehley's body double. Like at one time he was Asian, another time he was black.
There was what was interesting to read today from a local Chicago reporter that didn't like this trilogy, but liked this movie more than the previous two.
Oh,
his
man.
issues.
Our reviewers forget. I don't listen.
Yeah, but his problems he had with this, which is funny, is that Jamie Lee, they're promoting they're giving her all these kudos and everything. This is her final movie. You know, she's getting her handprints in at the theater in Hollywood. Right. Before H2O was made, he's been out of shape because she wanted nothing to do with Halloween. She kind of disbanded it before H2O even came out. Yeah. And now when H2O came out, then she got more recognition and then these films. She wanted nothing to do with Halloween and her name on it after those movies were done.
Right. Stephen Gordon Green might honestly be a fucking genius. Think about this. Everybody wants the fucking original shit, right? Mm-hmm. Every time we say a different comment, it all fucking falls into the same category of 1, 2, 3, right? 3, just like Halloween Ends, would have been a better movie if it wasn't a Halloween movie. If it didn't involve Michael Myers like that.
So
like I said, if you had the Corey Cunningham story, it would have been better.
Exactly. So think about that. He might, but 2018 is becoming like the new part 1, where we're all sitting here talking about how we wish it was like part 1.
Right.
And this trilogy, where they restarted the whole thing, we're wishing it was like 2018. This motherfucker's gonna be next level smoking pot fucking genius.
And wait a second, I forgot about this. I had to remember it, and it just came back in my head. I just need to know, in what universe are band geeks from high school bullies?
No shit.
No shit.
No shit.
I was like, I go, what the fuck? I did, dude. I go, how are the band geeks driving around with a leather jacket and bullies?
Drumsticks, just
and
I was like, what the fuck?
And then I didn't realize Lori was the fucking instigator. She instigated that.
She started it all
shit.
by fucking saying, you want to do it or you want me to do it with the fucking knife. But I was like, I thought they were like football players at first, and my daughter's like, no, Dad, they're band people. I go, and they're the fucking bullies? What the fuck movie is this?
Very hard to reference too many other movies. If you
I'm
look
like, what am I watching? Lifetime Movie Network?
No shit.
George Clooney's makeup was Freddy Krueger. Look at a fucking picture again. That's Freddy fucking Krueger. The fucking vibe I got from the bullies was It Part 2. If you remember the beginning of It, I was getting vibes like they were intentionally fucking trying to take shit from other movies and make it their own. Did you guys get that vibe?
Oh yeah.
You know, Mike, you brought up a good point though about how 2018 is looking like it's this big start, a good stellar one. And there's a few people I talk to that love H2O, and I say, I'm sorry, 2018 is a better film than H2O.
Oh, much better film than 2018.
Because they talk about how Jamie Lee would come back.
That movie just does not age well.
H2O does not age well. That's right. It doesn't age well.
Sorry, boys and girls. I was right there. I was pumped that Jamie Lee was coming back, and I'll admit, when I first saw Halloween H2O in the theater, I kind of enjoyed it. But then then I went back and rewatched it, and I don't dislike it, but it just didn't age well to me. It was all right.
And of course, we're kind of being picky. I'm being pickier. Just all the different masks and all the
that killed it.
Issues with it. Just if they would have had Christopher Nelson's mask and stuff.
That is one thing we can all agree on. Yeah. All three movies, the masks. Christopher Nelson knocked it out of the fucking park. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was good. They were great from the beginning, and they were consistent. Yeah. You know, that's one thing that the 80s Myers movies and the early 90s just did not have, was consistency in the the masks.
Came off of winning an Academy Award doing them. So.
Yeah, I think he was given that ability to succeed because he had the proper platform. You know what I mean? He was able to succeed himself. You know what I mean? Like, he was allowed to try to upstage his previous work. And I think he was given that opportunity, and his work showed. Because most of those masks, people just kind of fucking ran with it. They were given this fucking opportunity and just said, fuck it. He was given this ability to fucking create in order. So that was probably why.
Good note. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing. If you have the right mentality, or a different one than mine, a 2 is not bad. But Big Steve, you also said something pretty cool here on my screen. They did something all the other horror franchises were afraid to do. Truly kill off the killer. If Michael had lived and Laurie died, I think the thought of this film would be different. What do you guys think?
No, but I talked about it. I have no problems with the way it ended. I liked the way he died. I thought that was kind of cool.
I didn't have a problem with it. The part of that I didn't agree with was the friggin' funeral procession. That was a little cringy to me. That wasn't necessary. You want to throw his ass on the fucking roof, and everybody that was there, like, you know, Hawkins and the people that were like really involved. I mean,
the kid from 2018 that looks like a teenager.
It would have been better if they did some Benny Hill shit where he walks out onto the balcony to stab Laurie, trips on a banana peel, and fucking falls on his own knife. That would have been so much better.
I mean, you've already seen the trickery where they already brought him back after she tried to burn him alive in the house. All right? There's ways to bring the man back. He's not.
Well, you know what I was waiting for? When they were listen. When they were showing the scenes at the end, which was the homage to the original, all the different scenes in Laurie's house, I was waiting for them to show the machine and something happened, like at the end of Christine when the piece of metal moved.
Yes.
Or like somebody was going to come along and like something was going to happen, and I'm like, wait, see if something happens, and they didn't do it. I was like, okay, then they really didn't rip off Christine, because that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, Man, I didn't like seeing him fucking get crumpled up like that. His fucking head exploded and shit.
Out of the
I
way.
was like, fuck, man.
To arrest every fucking naysayer from fucking other movies. So they put him in a blender. They made sure to take off his mask so it wasn't like H2O, where it could be another motherfucker. They took off his mask. They cut his wrist. They watched him bleed out. They fucking cut his throat. They watched him bleed out. They put him in a meat or a fucking car grinder.
You mentioned if he took off his jumpsuit?
Yeah.
Michael, wow.
Myers had a 3-inch dong. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Evil ain't hung low. What the fuck?
Their hands or something.
Evil is hung tonight.
He transcends. He transcends.
I thought you said 6 inches.
His penis is 3 times the size.
That's right.
He shot it 6 times.
No,
Oh God, we gotta have fun.
I talked to my wife later. She's like, "What'd you do?" I said, "Well, we kind of talked about Michael Myers' dick on the podcast tonight."
What you gonna do? I mean, it comes up in a conversation. We cover everything here at the Halloween Collectors Podcast. We make sure nobody goes without any knowledge that we have.
Yeah, there's like 3 other endings that they did film, because I don't know if you guys knew this. They were talking about pulling a clue where you didn't know what ending went. You didn't know what ending went where, like the movie Clue. If anybody remembers the movie Clue back in the day, one of my favorites.
I know we're talking about it, and it's allowing me to kind of like rethink things that happened in the movie. But you know when at the end where Corey stabbed himself, and then Michael shows back up in the house, and Corey's kind of like fighting with him. He's trying to take the mask or whatever, the knife or whatever. What was that about? Like, do you feel like Michael was like, you bitch, you fucking failed me. Now I got to do it myself. Was that the kind of vibe?
He took his mask, so I think he was pissed.
Oh,
yeah,
he's pissed.
Yeah, he was. So that, it wasn't like a you failed me type deal. You couldn't get the job done yourself to kill
Good
Lori
point,
or
bro.
whatever. Like, I was kind of struggling with that. I was trying to figure out what it was that they were going with that. I was kind of lost. Like, is he, you failed me, you piece of shit. Now I got to come do it myself, even though I'm weak. You know, like, I don't know. Or he's just mad about the mask. I don't know. What do you?
I think he was just probably mad about the mask, saying, "Oh, look at you, fuckface! I'm gonna kick."
Right away, he waited until he was vulnerable, obviously.
Yeah, because they had been working together up until that point. You know, they were going around killing people, and they were like kumbayaing and fucking high-fiving and shit. And then, you know, Corey drops the baton. He's not able to kill Lori. She gets a drop on him. He does that shit to himself, and then Michael just shows up saying, "I got to do it myself now." I was like, oh, maybe he didn't. You know, he wasn't the right guy for the job.
Good news, Corey's dead. Oh, he's fucking dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what? I enjoyed his performance there. What happened to Mike? What's he doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. He usually takes us in the bathroom with him, so I
It's
don't know
the
where.
black screen of death.
Well, honestly, like I said, the first hour, I was enjoying this story outside of it being a Halloween movie. If it wasn't a Halloween movie, I was enjoying this, and I thought it was pretty cool. It had like remnants of. It's sort of like I said, you could tie it to all the shit that happened to Christine. So, just like when you guys went to the theater, you saw that trailer for that movie with the fucking animatronic girl, which is a big ripoff of Chucky.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, well, this is a fucking complete ripoff. You know, the little girl like looks like the Olsen twin, one of the Olsen twins that talks and everything.
Dolly Dearest? No.
I forget what it was called. I didn't pay attention. I was like, oh my God, seriously? What a ripoff of freaking Chucky. It's like female Chucky. Just like there's a female Hellraiser now.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh, you mean Annabelle? Or what are you talking about?
Oh, Annabelle?
No. What was the movie that they were showing as a trailer?
Oh, the one. Yeah. Oh, it's I know what you're talking about.
With the animatronic girl, it's sort of like it's like a friend for the.
Maggie or no?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool because I mean, I probably won't go see it in the theater. If it streams, I'll watch it. Oh. But the girl, the animatronic girl looks like one of the Olsen twins when they were younger.
Yeah, it almost looks like that AI movie.
It's like like AI exactly. And I was thinking like the same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing a trailer of a movie where they ripped off the Chucky idea, and now I'm watching this where they ripped off Christine. It's like, guys, you know what? Think of something inventive for a Halloween movie, not Halloween, for a horror movie. And I have to say, like, I finally saw X the other day. Loved it. I got to go back and watch Pearl. But Black Phone, I still got to watch Black Phone. Everybody's telling me how great it is. Yeah. It was a great concept.
Do you have HBO Max, Pat? I forgot to ask you.
No.
Okay, because they're going to get Barbarian here, I think, in the next.
And I got to watch Barbarian too.
Very good.
That's good.
And I got to see Terrifier too. Like I said, I found a theater about an hour away, so I might go see it one night this week. It's actually along my commute route, so maybe one night. The wife is supposedly, cross your fingers, coming home from the hospital tomorrow. Maybe one night on my way home, I could pop in the theater and watch it. It's actually right by the mall I usually go to Spencer's and Hot Topic. So maybe one night I'll go stop it and watch it. I just haven't had a chance to do it, but because it's going to come to streaming one day, but when?
Now, Pat, you said you've seen it a couple times. Now, Joe, you only saw it once. I hope you get to see it a second time because there is stuff. There is
stuff. I do enjoy
the first
things
time,
about.
I think it was just shocked. It was probably right, Pat. The best way to say you're just shocked.
Yeah, I saved that view. My opinions based on that one view, but I'm probably gonna end up once we're done here. If I can't sleep, I'll watch it again. And
honestly, the more I watch it, the more I can tolerate it because I see what they were trying to do. There's some cringy parts of it, and I could accept it as a decent film, but not really part of the Halloween universe. That's my big thing. Like if this was, it would have been better as an episode in a Halloween series, like a Chucky or a Creepshow series, where somebody's possessed by Myers. Not necessarily with that stupid eye thing, but where he's bullied and he's trying to find an escapism or a way to empowering himself, or maybe he finds the mask. Maybe the mask is laying around somewhere. Who the fuck knows? They could have been anything, and that has the power in it. Yeah,
it's up against what this is the 13th film, right? So it's up against things that we've already seen there. We've been there, we've done it. We look at it through a finer microscope nowadays. You know what I mean? We got, we have a lot of information pre-downloaded from shit we've already seen to make our judgments and our decisions based on this new film. So, it is going to take a couple extra watches for me to kind of change my opinion. So this is my initial reaction. It may change.
Well, I wanted to watch it more. I made a conscious effort to watch it a few more times before we did this, so I can get my thoughts aligned. And like I said, if there's somebody out there that could separate this movie and make it two different stories, wouldn't be half bad.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to think of the mindsets after seeing some of the other ones in the theater after it wasn't. Maybe it's just because when I saw Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, it was 2 days before I got married. I thought that was going to be. I was more let down on that at the time, but then.
Oh yeah. Like this movie, I was more let down with RZ's H2. I didn't have a problem with the original Rob Zombie Halloween. I still enjoy watching it. My biggest thing is I'm not some of the dialogue is not so great, and I remember when I read it in a magazine that Malcolm McDowell was cast as Dr. Loomis. I thought that was fucking brilliant.
I thought that was great.
He had
brilliant.
He had the pedigree.
Wow.
Had the pedigree. Yeah.
And I thought he did a fantastic job as Dr. Loomis in the first one. The second one, he did a great job, but he was handed a shit script.
I have never been more embarrassed in my life.
Why would you turn Dr. Loomis into an asshole? A beloved character?
The biggest killer of that film.
That's what kills me for that film. I could forgive the stupid white horse bullshit, and because he's got. I was waiting.
Slaughtered too was just ridiculous.
He had to shoehorn her back in there somehow. I'm like, okay, let's make her a ghost on a white horse. But to make Dr. Loomis an asshole, I was like, seriously? I'm like, that was a bad move, brother.
I had got a little insight from Scout because I talked to her yesterday, and
you got inside Scout?
I know I got a little insight from Scout, but I asked her straight up. I said, hey, I saw that you were at the premiere, and I actually mentioned GK. I was like, hey, we have a friend of ours who joins the podcast on occasion. He was there in GK, and she looked at me like, how do you know GK? She gave me this look, right? And I said, honest to God, I was like, how do you feel about the movie? And she looked around, right? And she's like, you know what? I have to be careful what I say because I'm not as protected as Danielle is, right? And, and I felt like, I was like, what sucks for you is that you played a role that was beloved, and I think you did a hell of a job doing that part. And, that movie, those two movies get so much fucking hate. I was like, but honestly, since you've been there and you've been through that process, how do you feel about this movie? She's like, she just honestly straight up said that she didn't like it. She didn't like the film. She didn't like it, but she said she told me, if you really want to see my opinion, go to the watch their Talk Scary to Me
Talk Scary,
podcast,
yeah.
and it'll all be laid out. Now I'm actually gonna watch their next episode to see what their opinions are. But she even told me she was afraid to really give her true opinion because
you can't give an opinion nowadays because you get chastised.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So you
And
canceled.
I kind of felt bad for her. I was like, you know what? She's like, it's different because Danielle's protected in this franchise, and I'm not. And I'm like, you should be. I was like, because you fucking did great in those 2 movies. I was like,
it's one of the last problems with those films.
Yeah,
yeah.
She's great.
Great.
I had never had a problem. I thought she did. I did.
Yeah.
She think she did good. I didn't like her in part 2, but it was the script she was handed. It had nothing to do with her.
As
an
actress,
she was vulnerable girl. Very.
Yes. So shout out to Scout for being a sweetheart.
I went through a lot.
Thank you, Scout.
A lot to get back on here. I'm just saying. My phone died because it's what I use for my Square on fucking all day for the convention to take cash, but I'm sitting here on a 2-foot cord right from the plug, dude. But I'm here. I'm gonna sit here on my knees like Joe was earlier with Deborah Voorhees. I'm gonna sit here on my knees and do this podcast.
Hey, I was bowing down like y'all motherfuckers would too if you saw her.
Did you guys talk to Danielle about? Did you guys hear the rumors that she apparently is pitching a new Halloween movie, which is a direct sequel to Part 4?
No, I did not. We did.
There's a rumor going around that's pretty substantial saying that she's pitching, that she has some ideas or something that she was trying to pitch, I guess, I'm assuming to Malik and company, to do something that would have been like a Jamie Lloyd, I guess, totally overlooking Part 5 and 6 and going from 4.
You're putting me in a weird position, my friend.
That would be awesome, dog.
You're putting me in a very weird position.
Look,
here's somebody growing now.
Listen, you're not telling me they went to the premiere just to go to the premiere. It's all about networking, man. It's all about talking to people and putting ideas in people's heads, man.
It's all over the internet, and she's pretty much, substantiated it. But apparently, I don't know what the story is, but apparently she's pitching for it because now this is over. Where do you take the franchise now? And apparently, she's
where you take
something.
the franchise now is you do a Halloween 1 sequel with the or a prequel with the flashbacks, like they were starting in Halloween Kills. That's the way to do it.
A TV show. That would probably be a TV show.
Let's do a TV show.
What is okay? What other than
do like a Shudder TV, like something on Shudder, like they're doing with Creep Show? I'd love that.
Yeah. I mean, other than the original movie, right?
Definitely.
Taking over from Part 4 can continue the fucking Jamie Lloyd storyline. That's another beloved character and another beloved movie by most. So that would be pretty cool.
I can see that.
That would be cool.
I know it's not a popular answer, but you got to think they're still looking at 3, something with 3 too.
Yeah.
There's too much demand recently for a lot of people.
They think that's where they were going to go because they thought that's where Blumhouse was going to go and Universal. But like I said, from what I'm hearing, there's no.
And we deserve something.
Well, at the end of the day, right? We, as a collective group here, we are known as the Halloween Collectors. The podcast is what we are, the Halloween Collectors podcast. Our love for collecting and the reason why we love this franchise will never change. Our encounters will keep coming, hopefully. And it's another layer to this onion that we have here. So it's all
That's
good.
right.
It's
and we
all
keep bringing, and everybody who has collections out there, we cordially invite them. We want nothing more than to see everybody's collection. Yes. If anybody out there is paying attention, if you're one of those 5 people, hit us up. We want to see your collection. We want to talk to you. We want to get you involved. We want a voice that someone pays attention to one day. And I'm trying my best. I pinky promise you. I own Michael's Horror and Pinball. I have Malicide. I have this fucking podcast. I'm doing everything to make our voice fucking heard because we deserve the fucking world. We are the most dedicated, devoted people on planet Earth. And I pray to this Lord above that I get one fucking thing answered, one prayer answered in this whole fucking world, and that's that I have a voice that people will fucking listen to when it comes to this shit, because I can see it first fucking hand how we're being abused, and I don't want it. I want us to fucking be happy. I want us to be treated like we fucking treat them. That's it. Golden rule.
We need a Michael moderator. All right, Mr. Michael, you get 10 seconds. Go.
Wait, you guys talking about collectors? Did you guys check out the Co-Collector Spotlight with Brian?
Brian, I watched half of it. It was good stuff. He's a good guy.
Great time. If you guys haven't checked out the Co-Collector Spotlight, go check it out with Brian. It was a lot of fun.
Love you.
Patring, I love you. Did you change the subject on me because I was fucking out of control?
No. I only thought of it because you talked about us collectors. You were talking about how we
How do you feel about what I said?
Oh, I'm right there.
Right at Pat,
Dude,
I was
you know how much money I fucking spent behind me, dude? I'm right there. But no, when you talked about like bringing collectors and talking to the collectors, I was like, dude, go check out the Co-Collector. I finally got Brian to come on with me, and I got some other collectors that want to come on. So if I
want to storm Washington, or let's call it storm Haddonfield, you guys are down or what?
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's storm Haddonfield. Fuck yeah, dude. Storm Haddonfield. Raise your hands up if you're in.
Is Scout's autograph only the love and Scout? That's what it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I love Michael's better half. Wait. I love Michael's better half. Look at this.
What did he say?
You are a poet. Heart emoji. Now shut up. Patrick has got to pee.
Well, just raise your hands. I want all three of you to raise their hands. Come on, for real. Storm Haddonfield. Storm Haddonfield.
Steve's in.
Dies tonight.
Hey, bro, I love you. I love you with all my heart. But if we keep at this rate, we're not gonna have any fucking love in the Halloween franchise. Bro.
You're wrong. You are goddamn wrong.
Corey dies tonight.
Swear by that.
Corey dies tonight.
I'm just kidding.
You watch. You fucking watch. If anyone gets wind of this fucking podcast, they will agree with my ass 150 fucking percent.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm agreeing with a lot of points. I'm still baffled that they were charging $80 for their signatures.
Michael had a double he got ditched with the pinball machine and ends. We just had ends this week. So he's had a rougher week. I'll give it to him.
It's been bad, Brett.
Our relationships with celebrities ends tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
No, don't worry about it, Joe. All you need is money, bro.
That's
true.
All you need. Streaking through the quad into the gymnasium.
They'll love your ass. You just got to give them money.
I can honestly say the majority, if not all, the Halloween celebs that I've met over the years have been cordial, take the time, and are super cool.
Amen.
Who do you remember seemed to be just like, all right, you're a fucking number, move?
That's not fair. The price versus fucking reward.
Not so much the price. Not so much the prices. It was like they were just there. I just want your money. Just move along.
Oh, I got it. It wasn't here. When the very first
doesn't have to be Halloween either. About Halloween, I'm just curious. Halloween
the very first time that I met Judy Aronson. That lady was
she's rough.
She was not nice to me.
She's rough.
Yeah, she was a little like didn't want to be there, and she was like, "All right, what do you want me to write? What do you want me to write on this thing?" And I was like, I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. She had no interest in talking to me, and it was like $50, and I felt like I didn't even want the shit. When she handed it to me, I looked at it, I didn't even want it. That's how bad I felt. So yeah, she didn't treat me nice the first time.
I was just curious because I can honestly say everybody I've gotten a signature from over the years, even Danielle, she was fine. She was fine. Like I said, honestly, I think I paid $40, and that was probably only about 6-7 years ago. So I don't know what she's done in the 6-7 years. It doubled your price, honey. No, I can't think of anybody. I can tell you one of the most fun person I ever met was not a Halloween person. It was the soup Nazi from Seinfeld.
Oh, that guy.
Dude, he was fucking fun, hysterical. Because my son, I introduced my son to Seinfeld when he was younger, and we used to watch all the Seinfeld episodes. I mean, in my house, I put up a fucking Festivus pole every year that
You're a good father.
And my son loves that. So I went to a convention years ago, and he was unable to go. And for Christmas, I got him a signed Soup Nazi T-shirt and autograph. And that guy could not have been fucking funnier and more cool, dude.
You're pushing your luck, little man.
Yes, you're pushing your luck.
One day, when we do our thing,
you want bread? No, so for you. You come back 1 year.
1 year.
One day, we will do. I'll do one more little promo. One day, when we do our thing, and what happens with my life and our lives happen, and we make all these fucking big moves, and we become something worth talking about, and we get re-reviewed by these celebrities, I want to remind you of one thing. All you need to do is show any signs of giving a fuck about your fans.
That's it.
Don't fucking overcharge like you're trying to meet the fucking amount to meet guarantee. Like you can charge 40 people $1,000 and make 40 grand when you could actually fucking charge like fucking. Don't make me do math. But the fucking
to my knowledge, there was not supposed to be any math during this podcast.
There was not going to be math. I might have
no arithmetic.
Myself,
no arithmetic.
Literally, just fucking don't show signs of being a bastard. You don't know who you're talking to sometimes. Woo! Guess who's back?
How'd you all like it?
Again.
I didn't see the new Hellraiser. Has anybody seen the new Hellraiser?
Yeah, it was all right.
Was it? I haven't watched it. I probably. Is it streaming or is it in the theaters?
It's Hulu, right?
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, he doesn't look too scary. That was what I had the issue with. But
he is a cheat.
Before you sat down, Brett,
yeah,
do you have a
trans.
Brett? Before you sit, you obviously sat down, but before you sat down from your piss, is that a fireball chair?
Oh yeah, that was a promo. I got 2 of these. They're really
I saw that. I'm like, is that a fireball chair?
Look how devoted we are as fans of everything. We pay the money. We are devoted. We are the people you're talking about, the demographic.
I was like, is that a fireball chair?
The most cushioned foldable chairs ever.
Nice.
Nice.
I was about ready to go grab a Daniel Harris autograph to shred or burn and live.
Burn an effigy. Burn an effigy. Wait. We could take it. We could strap it to the top of our car.
Hey,
and we could have a whole fucking procession.
I do have
the whole
3 of these
neighborhood
if you want me to light them really quick, but not now.
Hey, what?
No, please don't. It costs too much. Don't do it.
Supposed to get a reveal from what's his name, like this week or last week.
He's been hiding ever since he said he was going to show his face.
No shit.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
are we going to be on for? You guys want to stay on for a couple more minutes, and we'll make it a 2, like another 10 minutes or so?
Yeah.
All right, be right back because I got to fucking pay.
Yeah, what's his name? The one that always doesn't. He shows he's not going to show his face. What's his name again?
Patrick Windsor, right?
Windsor, Mr. Windsor. Yeah, he's not on.
Joe,
online.
I saved some for Michael when I was in the garage doing the show. I wanted to show something to Michael because I know he'd like it. So hold on.
Oh yeah. Of course, that'd be cool. What are you doing, Brobo? It looks like you're sitting on the toilet.
Dude, I wish I was, but I'm literally like 1 foot away from the fucking wall because the charger, and it still says I got 1% battery. So I'm just rocking and rolling, bro.
Like you're so passionate, bro. You're so passionate. So
I don't know if you went back to watch our show. I had this autographed way back when. I showed it to Joe way back when. I had this over the years, including John Sachs and a handful of people. So
that's a 3D poster.
It's like one of these McFarlane 3D posters. But
would you be so kind as to send me a picture of it, text it to me, because I can't see it in my current situation.
Yes,
dude,
no problem. It's also Mike Blair's.
That is amazing. That is just
I watched Naked Gun 1 last night again and was thinking about you, Brett, because you got to meet George Abrams. You got all them signatures.
Leslie
or
Nielsen.
George Clinton. Sorry.
Kennedy, George Clinton. Yeah.
God damn it! I did it again. I get the presidents mixed up.
I just like the driver's head. The driver's head. Now put your hand up with the middle finger.
Extend your finger.
The sexy.
Now, normally you wouldn't be going the wrong way down a one-way street.
I'm actually, I'm not excited, but you know, if they do come out with an ends NECA figure, I might not get it. I might not.
Oh, that is a kick in the balls, but I get it.
I know.
What did I miss? What's poop?
I don't know. These are funny
what's poop,
comments.
Steve?
These are some of the best comments.
I came back after a piss. I saw Steve with "it's poop" and Dave with "it's lame."
Yeah.
So I'm like, what did I miss?
These comments are really
I
good.
wish I could read the commentary. What did they say before that?
Well, I think Dave was talking about the situation with Michael and how, you know,
Big Dave is always on top of shit, dude. Yeah. I don't stress.
Oh, Steve's saying the Hellraiser remake is poop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it Rob Zombie how we pooped it?
These are
Michael's
guys,
better. Michael's
man.
better half said it was okay. Needed more torture throughout the movie. That's a good woman that wants more torture in a movie. That's a good woman.
Oh, she's all about the torture. I pinky promise.
You fucking asshole.
I'm scared. I'm scared for you, brother.
Get him, Ape. Get him, Ape. Get his ass. Get him, Ape.
She's the best. She really is the best.
You show up on the podcast one night with a ball gag. It's gonna freak me out.
You know what? No,
hey, you know what?
Shout out to April because yesterday she was a selling machine. She kicked some ass yesterday. So shout out.
Oh, she was selling merchandise. She takes care of my ass.
She was the bomb.
And that's what you need in a wife, a better half. And dude, what kind of how much better can you get than letting Michael Myers fucking perform the ceremony? That's the real deal, dude.
What we need to do, what I actually was telling my wife one day, do a Halloween Collectors podcast and bring in our better halves as our co-hosts.
That's popular on some of the Patreon wrestling podcasts I listen to. Is the other halves? Oh God, the wife would do it to Heartbeat. Oh shit. Dude.
Oh, the girls. I just have to. I would do a Homer where I just disappear because the wives would all just be like, and I'd be like,
man, don't put me in this situation. I'm not trying to downplay you guys,
you know
man.
how much this motherfucker has cost us financially?
Oh.
You know how much this shit.
Oh, dude, if
I stay still long enough,
a truck to get this shit out of here.
If we ever were to get together and hang out in person,
Joe, especially Joe, the better half. I see her all the time. I love her to death. But Tring, I love her so much. She's so great. We've had conversations. You know, you've been
you
there.
have. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've given her books. We've gone back and forth.
Steve,
Brett, I don't know her because XYZ.
I've talked to Brett's wife and I've seen her on chats.
Because look at your fucking house, dude.
Yes, she's super cool.
Look at your fucking house, bro. No fucking loser wife is gonna let your house look like that, and you know it.
Whose mom would be a good choice?
I married a lawyer. Okay, I married a lawyer.
Oh, you gotta tread softly, my friend.
But
look at Steve.
Is what I know.
My wife is talking about the Hallmark Channel and home shows.
Everybody here on this podcast is fucking lucky as fuck to have the better halves we have because.
You're right.
Nobody's gonna fucking let you buy this shit in fucking mediocre fucking regular world.
And honestly,
but God, dude,
it's not it's not you. We're not individual collectors. It's our collection because they have a lot to do with this as well. So,
well, yeah. Joe, you know,
my kids are counting the money until when I drop dead. They're counting the money. My kids,
exactly.
But for real.
Yeah.
I just want to say, and it's not because I'm going downstairs in like 10 minutes and I got to deal with this female, but seriously, she has. Who do you know is going to allow a fucking wedding from a female standpoint to go down with Tony Moran and Dave Fairs and fucking Eileen Dietz from The Exorcist?
She is gnarly, dude. I tell you,
I have not met April in person, but you and I
just wait till you meet her.
Plenty of times we've been on FaceTime and she's chimed in and talked and she's been super cool about all the shit.
One thing
all the shit that I'm dealing with right now, and she's a super cool person, man.
You'll see one thing about her. I have to do 7,000 fucking things to get my life accomplished in a day. And you'll notice that she does 6,900 of them before I have a chance to fucking do it. She makes my life possible. That's the best fucking thing I could say about April.
I love it.
And it's not just
we all have that great
her,
support staff here.
And tonight, you know why I was here tonight? Because my wife is in the hospital looking at the time saying you better leave because you're going to be late.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
She's like, what time are you supposed to start the podcast? I said 8:00. She's like, you're gonna run late, you better leave.
And that's we're the Halloween Collectors podcast. You want to talk about how to collect Halloween items? You better get good with the old lady, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You better get good with the fucking old lady, because if you spend $50 she didn't want you to spend, you have no more money to spend from then forward. But if you have a good old lady that fucking takes care of you and fucking is the keeper, she will let you keep buying this shit. And if you get to keep buying on your free will, you got to keep her, dog.
You know
Look at
what's
this.
funny?
Look at this one. Oh,
What
come
does
on.
it say?
Look at this. I collect. It's April. I collect things that sparkle and bleed. My collection is way cooler than Mike's.
I believe it. I believe it.
You know, I'm blessed with my wife too, because my wife went out of town for work to Miami on Wednesday morning, and she's like,
That is why Brett was drunk and texted me he loved me.
yes, and that's a true story. But
It's a true story, people.
she tells me before she leaves, she's like, "Listen, we got to find sitters because this is a big week. I know with Halloween coming out, you got to make sure you got people to watch the kids." She helped me get them all straightened out. The two nights in a row, I saw the movie. So.
Same thing. My wife's been in the hospital for a week and a half, and she knew I was going Thursday night to see Halloween Kills with my daughter. And she's
really
like,
glad.
She's like, better get going because you're going to be late.
I'm really glad we shifted this subject about fucking Halloween ends to fucking the old ladies. This should have been the fucking Better Halves fucking podcast. We could
That's
do
what I'm saying.
a whole...
We got to bring them in.
And better half next week. No, not next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's do a fucking next week. Let's do a whole fucking Better Half podcast.
Well,
because
they could be
everybody on this fucking podcast would
But people,
appreciate that.
I want a disclaimer, but nobody mentioned prices.
Yeah, no money.
No.
Yo, look who showed up finally. Look who showed up.
Oh, there he is, the mystery man.
Hey, where's my selfie at?
Oh my God, he's been hiding. I know he's been hiding. I know.
Have you been hiding in a sewer waiting for Corey?
Mr. Windsor, reveal yourself, Mr. Windsor. Reveal yourself.
Oh, it's so much fun. Don't ever reveal yourself, dog. Don't ever.
That'd be funny.
You are making so much dynamic to this podcast. It's not even funny. Just keep it going.
Well, Robbie, you want to come on and do a co-collector spotlight with me? I can even black out your face if you want.
That's right.
Pat and I see him the next at Halloween Daily News the next night.
Yeah, he's always on Monday nights on Halloween Daily News. He's usually in the chat with us. Yep.
Real quick, Patring, the co-collectors podcast or spotlight you started doing. When that first one was tonight?
It was it was Friday night. It was with Brian, Chicago Boogeyman.
I had a convention to do. Me and Joe did.
It's up there if you want to watch it.
Oh, I'm definitely on it. That's
really cool.
Great.
Brian's a good guy. He's a nice guy. I like to get him on the podcast.
He's a sweetheart, man. He's very humble. I love that about him. He's a very humble
Maybe
cat.
I'll go find him, Pat, because we live in the same area, and be like, you got to come on at the same time. We'll get you on live.
Yeah, I think he pretty much told me he's a little reserved, a little shy, and afterwards, I mean, it was
and
fun.
And you know all about it, don't you?
So I think he'll come on.
You know all about it because we take care of our own. We care about our fucking people, dude. Our Halloween podcast, or not Halloween podcast, but Halloween collectors, we have your back. We are there for you. We try to fucking spotlight you, do anything and everything. And we talk passionately for that fucking reason. Because we want us to be treated right. That's
and I recorded one with Michael, but he's got to send me the photos for Christ's sake for months now.
Okay, so if we're gonna do the spouse or girlfriend thing going here, you got to say, hey, they got to tell us their favorite Halloween moments if they have any, right? I know my wife could probably come up with a few.
Oh yeah,
my wife, yeah, probably.
That's a funky idea, dude. If we come up with like, what's the best kill in a Halloween movie? What's the top 3 best Halloween movies? It'd be interesting as fuck to hear what they say, dude.
If you want to know,
got killed.
You know what? What the best?
Can we all accomplish
that?
Wait.
We have somebody in the chat you haven't seen Ends yet. Where do you rank the film in the franchise?
Oh God! Did you just start watching us now? Then don't go back.
Don't go back and watch this because we spoil the shit out of it.
I just had an idea. I was like, maybe one of the questions we asked the ladies is, can you give us your top 3 boobies?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Hey, that's a good idea. No, that's a good idea.
Can we call it the next week? We should advertise it as a Halloween's Collector podcast, and we'll just fucking have them say like their top 3 fucking moments like Joe said, or their top 3 favorite Halloween movies, whatever we want.
Or we can say their top 3 hottest men in horror, or give them an opportunity. You know
No,
what
we
I
don't
mean?
have to do that. We don't
That's
have
a
to.
nice mask, dude.
We don't have to do that.
That's a nice mask.
No,
H1
Justin
mask.
Avery, that's very good, man.
That's a real good fucking mask.
What do you think? You guys down to do the Halloween's fucking podcast?
Well, we have to ask them first.
I gotta.
But we're going to be on with them next to us, each other, right? I think that's how.
Oh
No, it's gonna be. They're gonna be next to each other. But I'll have my. I don't know if it's gonna happen next. I don't know about next week. Let me see when she comes home how everything works out. But yeah, I'm definitely on board, and I could probably get her on here, and I'm probably gonna have to wear like a freaking like that boxing helmet. You know, for when they're sparring, so she can.
Y'all motherfuckers are gonna be sweating bullets and shit.
Oh God! I'm gonna be like they're like fucking Ted Stryker with all the water dripping off his face in the airplane.
That son of a bitch paid for that?
Oh,
God damn it! Hey, real quick, we did not acknowledge.
Nobody says the B word.
That's right.
We did not acknowledge one time the great Ted White.
Oh,
you guys.
Oh yeah! Oh,
you're right.
Do I need to
rest in peace. Yeah,
Not doing the mood, but Ted White, what a great guy.
And a great.
That was terrible to hear that news. It was heartbreaking.
He lived a long and beautiful life, my friend.
Yeah, it was like 95 or 96, right?
Yeah, he was old.
That's nothing to sneeze at, brother. Ooh.
No, he's old, man. He was.
I'm trying to make it till tomorrow.
He was trudging along.
Rest in peace.
And he was the happiest guy on planet Earth. Yeah. Brett, you've met him. We've all met him. When he walking up to his table, he's always smiling. He's the happiest guy on planet Earth, even though he looked like he was 100 years old. He was the happiest guy. I pray I am Ted White and his spirit when I'm that old.
And I love that Friday the 13th movie, actually. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I love Friday 4.
Hey, Ted, where's the corkscrew?
Dad?
That's right.
Hey,
What's
honey,
up?
you got a sister? Ruff.
What's up, dead fuck?
Oh, dead
Love
fuck. Who's that? That better not be my wife. Anyways.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we got the good times coming up. My phone's about to die, but for real, dude.
No. We'll close out.
From the conversation we had earlier about Halloween Ends, I'm gonna be like, I've drank 30 beers today. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, dude, and not try to be too fucking hokey. But that was hard to deal with. It was almost like a death in the family when I watched Halloween Ends. And you guys not only were there for me, but you guys were calling me before I even got to the parking lot of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable timing. Unbelievable.
That was perfect. For those that don't know, I came out. I had just gotten home, and I think Brett, you texted me, and
I did a group call and not really action, but it was like.
Brett and I got on, and we were trying to figure out how to get you boys in, and they were just literally walking out of the fucking theater, and we were all just like.
We were like in shock.
But the bottom line is, in my opinion, anybody in planet Earth for any reason would be so lucky to have a family like this, dude. And I want to tell you that was hard for me. And you guys absolutely cheered me up that day, that moment. You took so many crazy things I was thinking out of my head. I would do anything for you guys, and it just felt like you would do the same. So this is a family, and I just want to say I appreciate you guys. For anyone who's watching 2.5 hours later.
Yeah, and believe me, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Just remember everything. You know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. If you loved Halloween Ends, that's cool.
Go to fuck yourself.
It was a rough 24 hours because I was like...
The man in the queue below me told you to fuck himself, but I respect everybody's opinions because people like things that I hate.
He's
and I'm like, fuck, do you have ever?
He's bullshitting.
Yeah, I had a rough 24 hours because you guys everybody saw it Thursday night. And I was like, like I can't hold this in, but luckily I did.
Oh, we have another. We've had another conversion to Easter egg.
Oh, we got to get off there because we got to go. We got to go.
I could. What was that? I didn't read.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That's good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I love
Shots fired.
I think it's
Well, God bless whoever that was. We're all fucking the same family because we're not comparing Halloween to fucking, another franchise. We're comparing Halloween to Halloween. So we're all Halloween family. So let's just fucking end on that. I don't know what the fuck whoever said what, but
Michael,
for real.
Michael, will you still go to H45 with me, please? Will you still, please?
I'll be there, homie.
Thank
you know
okay.
that.
My date is still set.
That's
okay,
that's on my bucket list, man. To go
And
to
hopefully you guys are here in a couple weeks because we're going to get them cabins at the Chainsaw Massacre shit, dude. So hopefully y'all are here in a couple weeks and we can fucking really have a good time.
Look at this. Oh, we might have to have a separate podcast with the women. So Michael's better half could rank The Wizard of Oz, Kill Bill, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts. Sgt. Pepper's Oh my God, I haven't seen that since I was a kid with the Bee Gees.
Wow, April.
And Frampton.
Wow.
Scream movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, Poltergeist. Best part of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is Steve Martin. Steve Martin. No, Steve Martin.
I'm spoiling my wife's favorite movie, Princess Bride.
It's Dr. Maxwell Silverhammer.
Okay, I'm not going to get goddamn upstaged by the fucking chick downstairs. So let's get off this fucking podcast before shit gets out of control. She's taking this way too fucking far. It
was rough. It was a rough one.
That's tough.
But you guys, we'll close it out. We're at 2:45. Yes, I'm gonna go have another beer and a cigar and forget that it's Sunday night because of work tomorrow.
God blessed.
Yeah, God bless us all, everyone.
Thank you for listening to my rants tonight, you guys.
I hope everybody enjoyed this.
I really appreciate you guys being there. We are a goddamn
For
family.
those that have not seen Halloween Ends, go watch it. Everybody's got their opinions. Go watch it for yourself. Either like it or don't.
That are good.
There's parts that are decent. Was it something the four of us would have done? Absolutely.
They're full of
fucking
shit.
not.
Don't listen to that shit. They're just in a good mood because we were talking about their old ladies.
There's always going to be a pimple on somebody's backside.
It doesn't matter whether it fucking looks good or not. It still smells like trash the whole time you're in the room.
Michael's like, it's like a piece of shit on the bottom of my shoe. I want to rip it off with a stick.
Oh my God. Shit, man.
All right, boys. So I'm gonna go have a beer or cigar.
Guys, I love you, all three of you. Great
talking to you guys. Everybody, do us a favor. Hit that like button. It helps people find this channel. Like, subscribe. We do this every Sunday night. A little bit earlier. We started a little bit later. But we're here every Sunday. Go check out all of our Instagrams are below. All of our pages are below. And if this is your first time watching this, you can see how fucked up we are and fun we are. By all means, click everything down below. Michael, we're getting nipples out here and everything.
I thought that was like a Mel Gibson bullet hole from Lethal Weapon or something.
Hey, wait! Look what this Gianluca Bruno said. I subbed so I can listen to you whiners. Ooh.
I subbed so I can listen to you.
All right, cheers,
whiners.
gang.
Ooh.
Hold on a second. There's another one here. I'm going back down from a fight. Would you guys still be hardcore fans today if the franchise stopped at age 2? I don't know how old you are, buddy, but I saw H2 in the theaters.
That's not fair.
I've been a fan ever since.
I can't read what the fuck is going on, and I want to say
when H2 came out, unless you're talking about Rob Zombie Halloween.
I'm almost 51 years old. I saw Halloween 1 over 42 years ago.
Time out. These are our haters, dude. We finally got haters. We've been working at it and doing our best. And we finally got haters. Thank fucking God, dude.
Wait, because the first comment from this individual says, I haven't seen Ends yet. So you're a fan, but you haven't seen the movie yet? Wait a minute. I haven't seen Ends yet. Where do you rank the film in the franchise? Why don't you watch it? Why don't you watch it and then rank it for yourself, my friend?
I'm not trying to ruin anything for people, man. That feels terrible.
Yeah.
Watch the movie and enjoy it, dude.
You're calling us whiners, but you haven't seen the movie? I'm confused. I don't get what's going on.
Well, that's why.
This is a forum where we share our opinions, if I'm not wrong. So do you have an opinion, or are you just talking trash? I don't get it.
He says he's waiting to see it in the theater.
Whole thing. It's all opinions, man.
It's been out for 4 days.
Yeah.
We appreciate all of you tuning in. That's the bottom line.
We said it was going to be a spoiler thing too, so please.
I'm waiting.
Yeah,
Bottom line, we appreciate all of you.
It's on the
And
very
I hope
beginning.
you love the movie. I hope you love it. We all hope you love it because that's what we're about. We're about happiness and enjoying the Halloween
If you like
franchise.
it, I have no problem with it, man. Like it all you want. I
Tell
like
us
Halloween
about it
3,
next week.
and this one right here despises it, but we're still great friends.
Please
Appreciate
come back
that,
next
Rob.
week
Thank you,
and
Rob.
Tell the guy in the bottom left corner that you gave it an 8, and we'll feel this will be fun next week.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
All right, so we'll see. Well, the 4 of us will regroup, figure out what we're going to do for next week. I hope you guys enjoyed our spoiler-full Halloween ends.
And
if you haven't seen it yet, don't know why you're watching this podcast because most people have.
So, Mr. or Miss Bruno, go ahead and watch it, and next time during the podcast,
come
you
back.
Give us your opinion.
Give us your
about the
opinion,
film. So,
and if you
tell our
like,
wives about it.
yeah, and then
And just remember, families disagree all the goddamn time. That's what a family does. So just be cool, and we'll see you next time.
This is all fun. Please.
absolutely, guys. So
cheers, bro.
I'll be up for a bit having a beer and cigar. Anybody wants to chat, by all means, reach out to me. And if not, we'll talk during the week. And where is the closing shit? All right, boys. Night all.
Cheers, bro.
Love you.